Good evening, everyone.
To
M3
I
TV
would say
News,
call back in
the
the
stream
morning
that gives you
because
the
I'm
best
not the one who
news.
packed your stuff up. So I
For a
don't.
second, let me do her real quick. Welcome to M3 TV News, the stream that gives you the best news. This is your boy M3, and I got First Lady Tammy, a Sip of Dee, and Queen Forever 2K21.
Hello.
Until next year, that is. Hello, ladies. How are you guys doing?
Wonderful, and you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. And so, go ahead and start off with this title. Today's title is called Today Ain't Dre Day. So it's going to be a funny one because it's very controversial. You know, I probably like a month or two. Wait, hold on. I'm hearing like a double echo. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to mute you guys real quick. Okay. And we have Pharaoh that's trying to join into the building. So I'm just waiting for his camera to load up. I'm going to try again. But anyways, though. So a couple like months ago, Dr. Dre, he went through a divorce with his wife. His wife was trying to pretty much get like at least like half of his fortune plus spousal support. But the problem is that her and Dr. Dre both together signed a prenup. Now I want to say that kind of helped too much, but I think it helped just like a little bit from her from not trying to get so much like out of Dr. Dre. Now, what we're gonna cover up is we're gonna get everybody's thoughts and opinions, about the situation, what you feel about their marriage and all that. So let's see, let me go ahead and copy this real quick. I'm trying to let other people into the stream. Okay, cool. Look like Pharaoh's having a hard time trying to connect, so. But anyways, let me go ahead and get to the questions. Oh, there he is. All right, Pharaoh, can you hear us?
You might be muted, Pharaoh. You probably muted. Unmute your mic.
I think this is his first time on StreamYard, but Pharaoh, if you can't. No, his mic is unmuted. But anyways, let me go ahead to the first question. So the first question is, What were your thoughts when you first heard about Dr. Dre getting a divorce? Were you surprised?
Absolutely, I was. You know what I'm saying? What's going
Mm-hmm.
on, everybody? Y'all know what it is. It's grind
What up?
time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So, I was surprised Dr. Dre, you know what I mean, was getting divorced, man. I was surprised, man. He just became a billionaire, man. But at the same time, I kind of seen, you know, what was going on, too. I think she was waiting in the mist for him to get that Billy. He got that Billy. She seen opportunity. She sees the opportunity, and she rolled out. You know what I'm saying? And the amount that she originally wanted was crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy the amount she wanted. Me and M3 was talking about this, man. She really wanted that 3 mil a month, man. But the judges, would have some mercy on Dre. They was like, all right, we're gonna give you 300,000. That's still 300,000 a month. What do you do with that? What are you doing with that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
even know, man. It's wild. It's wild. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Pharaoh, I know you're not. I wasn't. It's not really surprising either. But I guess it was more. It just came kind of out of left field, But then when you understand the game, you understand how things go. How things are nowadays. It's not surprising and it's sad. I wish the best for Dre and his kids, man, and the whole LA, whole LA County. You know what I mean? Because Dre definitely is a pioneer in the music industry. I really won't call him so much as an activist or social activist, but he does a lot, music wise, you know, for LA and the whole LA County and just California period. So yeah, I hope that things work out, somehow in both their favors. You know what I mean? And they can both live blessed life, and you know they can find other people to be with that they can actually be happy and be in love with. So yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you for sure, Hall of Fame. Let's see, Pharaoh. I know you're new to the show. Welcome to the show. Are you? Is your microphone working? Might be having some technical issues with his microphone. But Pharaoh, if you can hear me, let me know like in a private chat. If you're having problems with your microphone, try to hop out from the stream and then try to hop back in and see if that will work. Okay. Anyways, let's see. Queen, what's your thoughts for about number one?
Um, I think it's sad. I just looked it up, looked at some of the stories on it, and they've been married like 20 plus years, and it said that she was accused of embezzlement, like or being investigated for taking money out of one of the accounts for like $350,000. And I think it's really sad when I say all money's not good money, and a lot of times money change people, like if you had a prenup, I mean, I don't care what kind of lifestyle you live, $350,000 a month, that's crazy. But I think I just think it's sad. I mean, I hate to see um couples who are in the limelight, you want to see them win. I hate to see people break up over stupid reasons. It don't even say anything about
Mm-hmm.
cheating or anything. It just people are money hungry and fall in love with the pocket instead of the person. So I think it's sad.
And
Yeah,
three, may,
definitely.
may I say something real quick? I just want to say something real quick.
Yeah, yeah,
Real quick.
okay.
I just want to say for those in relationships, man, you can always get help. You know what I mean? It could be mental, emotional stuff. It could be, domestic violence. It could be cheating. You could always get help. And don't be afraid to get help, okay? Don't be afraid to get help. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Because, when you doing that whole two becoming one thing, it's a lot. It's not easy. Because you're your own person and that person is their own person. And then y'all gotta become one. Woo, it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be an adventure. Trust me. It ain't easy. Because everybody has their own thoughts, views, and opinions, and everybody has their own will. So for you, to have to submit, a lot of your will to be with somebody, that's a lot. So don't be afraid to get help if you need help, whether it's therapy or, religious counseling or whatever. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing that. Danielle, what's your thoughts?
I thought it was sad because they've been together for a long time. I was actually cracking jokes on why they broke up. I didn't think it was over money, because I mean they've been together forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
I just felt like maybe she got tired of getting beat up.
Beat up?
Wow, she went there. Yeah. She dug in the crates. Oh man.
Yes. Yes. When I heard he was used to beat on me, Chalet.
Oh, that wasn't the only one he beat on.
I was like, but that's the only one that I had even heard. I never even thought that he would hit on women until I was watching the show and I had heard that he had did that to her. I was like, is that why his headphones called Beats?
Oh man!
Wow. Yeah, he beat on the music. He beat on this music. She was like a music interview. He beat on her. He apologized for this. He knows that he did it. He apologized for it.
Okay, you gotta wait. Yeah, so I mean, I was sad to hear that they was breaking up because they had been together for so long. But I mean, like I said, I don't know those people's business and why they actually broke up and what's the straw that broke the camel's back. Was she staying just for her kids to become grown? Like, I don't know, but I thought it was sad. I thought it was more sad when I heard that she had signed a prenup. And I was like, that's horrible.
Yeah. That's crazy. Man.
Yeah.
I
ain't really had no other thoughts. I mean, it ain't my business like that.
Yeah, but that's a good thing to point out, You never know what goes on the other side.
Yeah, it's a lot to deal with a person in the music industry. Because she didn't say he was cheating, don't mean he wasn't.
Right? You'll hear a lot of things about these rap artists nowadays. Oh, yeah, I got a wife over here, but I got... Just like how T.I. and Tiny... You think everything all good, next minute you got a divorce. I'm like, wait, hold up. Mr. Intellectual himself, divorce. But then, we think, and then Dr. Dre, between, because I know his one of his sons died for something. And then now, like, when I heard the news of his daughter being homeless, I'm like, how?
I ain't feel bad about that. I said that girl dumb.
I didn't.
In the world?
She got 3 kids by 3 different men, and one of them men need to step up.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Wait, what?
Yeah, wow.
She got 3 kids by 3 different men, and one of them need to step up. She my age. Wow. Like how you got a daddy that's a billionaire and you ain't go to school to do something? Like, did you really think that your daddy was just gonna be giving you an allowance for the rest of your life? And then I heard that he was just breaking her off. The only reason he cut her off is because she wants to be in the music industry or something, and he told her no, and so then she threatened to go sell a book. So when she threatened him, then he told her he was cutting her off, and then he didn't just cut her off. He gave her like a deadline, like, I'm cutting you off this time. So then all the months that she was crazy. Like, why you ain't go do something with that? Show dumb ass. Why are you renting a car that costs $2,000 a week? Show dumb ass. Like,
because I know with me being a father, being a parent, and watching my son, because I do photography and I do film, and I also have my own show of Access Entertainment. And if my son says, "Daddy, I want to be a rap artist or a musician or a photographer or whatever," I'm like, "Look, I'm gonna make sure that he studies his craft. I'm gonna make sure he knows the history. But also top of that, I'm gonna make sure that when I'm dead and gone, or he got issues, you're financially stable."
I think a son and a daughter is different.
Huh?
I think a son and a daughter is different. What your son will go through in the music industry and what your daughter will go through is a different thing. And Dr. Dre didn't want that for his daughter.
Yeah, I've actually
I feel like he was trying to protect her. She was just, her hard head made that ass real tenderized.
Good grief.
A little too tender.
Yeah. Nah, but I'm gonna just say this. Listen, in no other culture, would they do that with their children publicly? You know what I mean? I ain't never seen nobody publicly really do that to their child like that.
She put that in the public. He didn't do that.
Let me finish. Let me finish. You know what I mean? In most cultures, you know what I'm saying? The child could be doing whatever. The child could be on coke. He could be a serial killer. He could be doing all types of stuff. You seen it? You seen the white parents, you know what I mean, take care of their kids no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could be doing all types of stuff. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they're gonna have that inheritance money. Oh, you best believe they're gonna have that inheritance money, because to them it's about making the family look good at all costs. Even if they have to take your life to make their family look good, they will take your life. They will get your black behind out of here to make their family look good. They have no problems.
Pachuna?
And they've done it for years. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's all about maintaining their image. You know what I mean? It's for us and our culture, you know, and unfortunately, you know, some of the poisons in our culture is that we don't believe in that no matter what. You know what I mean? They'll lie on the stand for them. They'll lie to anybody for their family. They'll go all out. They'll do jail time, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You make that time fat. Where's that what? Where's your sound effects?
No, but no, they will do whatever to maintain the family. They will go. They'll even lose their life to maintain their family. Y'all heard of the suicide bombers and all that? Look, man, when it comes to that family name, they want to go all out. All out. Not us. No. You get a little too hot for a Negro, he out of there. You know what I mean?
The image ain't worth it.
Okay.
I think it's more important for you to actually be respectful and responsible than to uphold the image of a family.
Yeah,
that's how they maintain their wealth and they maintain their power.
Well, she could have maintained her wealth if she would have just shut up and took the money.
No. It's bigger than that, though. You don't see the big picture. He as the father.
Dre's daughter.
He as the father has got to set the tone. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And maintain that family integrity no matter what. I mean, in other cultures, when the parents say, you know what I'm saying? I've seen it in all cultures. You know what I mean? I've seen it when the parents are like, "Yo, I'm living with you," and the kids are like, "All right, cool," and the parents move right in. There ain't no arguments, ain't no retirement home, none of that. They live with them kids until they deceased. You know what I'm saying? And the kids will take care of them until they deceased. I've seen it. I've lived next door to somebody who did that. He came all the way from a different country. He couldn't walk or do nothing. You know what I mean? And they took care of this man until he expired. That's what they do with theirs. We don't do that.
I've seen many black people do that.
He ain't coming here. He talked to me. He ain't coming here. He stank. All this other stuff. I ain't changing his diaper. All this other stuff. You'll never see that with them. Never.
Yes, you do. Actually, because as a nurse, in the nursing homes, they're mostly white people whose families just abandoned them. And the black people who I see up in there, their family be all up and through checking on them.
Listen, I said publicly you'll never know.
Hold on for just 1 second. Hold on for 1 second. Shout outs to first shout outs to Kashin, because she's on the chat.
What's happening?
Entertainment to the Knowledge Relations podcast. Thank you. And the unicorn is here. Hey.
Going on, also, unicorn, what's going on?
I'm going to highlight something that Pharaoh said right on the chat. And so in his highlight, he says, but my thoughts on Dre is his marriage life, his marriage for any successful rap artist is over before the Will and Jada forever or else begins. Let me see. Oh, and then he's still having technical issues. I don't know what's going on with his microphone, but if he's having the issue still continue, you could probably just hop on the chat. But let me get to hold on. Pharaoh. All right.
It's my
microphone work? Yeah. Are you able to unmute your mic and use it now? If not,
I'm about to call him and help him. Hold on.
Yeah. For the time being, Pharaoh, right? You can hop on to the YouTube chat, and then you could make your comments that way. That way you don't have to comment under the private chat.
He's muted.
Yeah.
I know, but you can still hear me though. I don't know. He's saying having some. Well, he's new to it, so we gotta bear with him. But Hall of Fame got him though. First Lady Tammy, what's your thoughts for number one?
So I was writing some things down. Okay, so first of all, I can't say I was surprised just because I don't put anything past anybody. And so the reality is we only know what we've been allowed to know. So there could be things going on that we didn't know about. That's the thing. When it comes to people getting divorced, they say there's history, her story, and the truth. And that's the thing is we don't really know what was really going on. We only know what they put out there. I mean, there's always, relationships where you find out things later on down the line that you didn't know about. So, there's a variety of reasons why they could have all of a sudden gotten divorced. Yeah, so I can't say I was surprised just because nowadays, you have a lot of couples, especially when it comes to the entertainment industry, where they've been married for X amount of years and then they end up getting divorced. So, so yeah, I mean, and that's why, people are like, oh my gosh, they were married for so long, but that's the thing is that, the number of years you've been married isn't necessarily that great if the marriage isn't that great anyway, because people stay together for all kinds of reasons that are not healthy. So, so there's that. As far as his daughter is concerned, I mean, I do hear, as far as, that, he should, take care of her or whatever, but she is a grown woman. And I feel that, you have to take accountability for where you are in your life, because there's things that you chose not to do or chose to do that puts you where you are at the moment. I feel like when you have kids, your mindset should completely change. It's not about you, it's about your kids. And you need to get off your ass and do what you got to make sure your kids have a roof over their head and they have everything they need. So that means you got to get you a job at McDonald's to pay your bills. You better get you a job at McDonald's to pay your bills. I feel like there's not an excuse, especially with the fact that she has a dad who has all this money. There's really no reason why she should be homeless right now. I mean, why have you gotten yourself into a position where you can't take care of your kids, that you're homeless? I mean, I don't know. I just don't see any excuses. I just don't. You got 3 kids, you by 3 different men. I mean, who's to say, what that situation is about, why, because sometimes you having fun and, a baby happens, but you could have protected yourself. So then you have to take accountability about the fact, why didn't you protect yourself to prevent that from happening? But then maybe she did and she was in a relationship, that's the thing is that we don't know the whole story as far as that. But, I feel like once you have kids, your priorities are supposed to change. I say supposed to, because sometimes it don't. Sometimes you have kids and you think certain people are going to take care of you and they don't. And the thing about it is, if he's not going to step up, you better step up and do what you got to do, because those kids still need what they need. So if that dad is not going to be there, you still got a job to do. Your kids still need to eat. They still need food in their mouth. They still need a roof over their head. So you need to get up off your behind and do what you got to do. I mean, you're upset because you're homeless. What steps got you there? And what steps could you have taken to prevent yourself from getting there? At what point? I mean, you have 3 kids. So, I mean, what happened with the first one where you weren't getting yourself situated, stabilized with the first one, that now you got 3 and you're in a position that you shouldn't have to be in? I mean, it's nice if you have your parents that you can depend on, but you should not be trying to have to depend on your parents to take care of you. You should be able to try to do that for yourself, especially if you got kids. Especially if you got kids. So for me, I mean, I don't know. I just don't see, I don't accept really excuses for that. In her situation, I would say. I just don't. I mean, I don't think that he completely left her with absolutely no money at some point, even if it wasn't an inheritance. That's the thing. We don't know if she had an inheritance and she didn't take care of it, because the reality is a lot of people don't know about financial literacy. So who knows she had a bunch of credit cards, didn't know what to do with them. Who knows she didn't learn how to pay bills. Well, that's the thing, is that she should have been taught those things. So she should have been put in a position to be able to take care of herself. But like I said, once you have kids, your priorities should change. And your focus needs to change. And if you ain't got a job, you got kids, you need to go get you a job. So like I said, if that means you got to work at McDonald's, you got to flip some burgers, fry some fries, all that kind of stuff, do that in order to pay bills. I mean, I don't necessarily think stripping is the way to go, but damn it, if that's what you got to do to pay some bills, you better shake your behind to make some money. No, I'm just saying, this is the thing. This is the thing I'm saying. Is like,
that's excellent class.
That's a different side of first lady.
I mean, but that's the thing. It's like, you got 3 kids. There's no reason for you to be homeless. Like, your daddy has money, and I'm pretty sure you grew up under his money. So, I mean, I don't know, like I said, if it was the mentality like, well, my daddy's always going to take care of me, and you should never have that mentality in your head.
Mm-hmm.
You need to make sure that you got yourself situated, because in this situation, he's not there. And had she been taking care of herself and doing what she had to, she wouldn't have to worry about her daddy taking care of her, because she'd have been taking care of herself. So, that's what I have to say. That's what I have to say about that. And as far as a lot of people saying, not letting their parents come and live with them and all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't say that. I mean, I don't think Mr. Holiday was saying that, that's just an overall thing. I mean, I don't know. But I do know it's not everybody, because I know somebody personally that his parents, they were sick, and he had them come stay with him. When I was talking, he said that people would always say, "Oh, that's so nice," and he would say, "What you mean that's nice? That's my parents. That's what I'm supposed to do."
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, for him, it was like, "What are you talking about? It's nice that my parents come stay with me." Like, no, that's my parents. That's what they supposed to do. That's what I'm supposed to do. They took care of me. I'm gonna take care of them. So there are people that do that with no question, but there's some that don't. So, but like I said, I wasn't surprised. You can't put nothing past nowadays, and things go on behind closed doors that we don't know about. We only know what they've allowed us to know. I'm pretty sure things will come out down the line. Oh, did you know that when they were married, Dr. Dre was doing this, or she was doing that? So it's like, nothing surprises me nowadays as far as that. I love it when couples stay together for those 20-something, 30-something years. But times have changed, and all different kind of things. You never know what goes on behind closed doors. But as far as his daughter, girl, he'll get off your ass and get you a job and take care of them kids. Because I'm sorry, my daughter, her dad and I, we're not together, but I'm not sitting there waiting on him to do for her. I don't call him and say, "Oh, she needs this." I know, because she has to be raised regardless of what he's going to do. So I'm going to step and do whatever I got to do to make sure she has everything she needs, whether he's going to be there or not. I refuse for me to be sitting there dependent on him to do all kinds of, no, she needs to be taken care of. And I'm her mother. That's her job. He can do what he needs to for her. And if he's not going to step up, she damn sure still will get taken care of. So,
and his daughter feel entitled, because I heard that she made some comments on my son, because he got mistresses and he taking them shopping and spending this and that on them, and it's like, that's his money that he earned, girl. Like,
yeah. Hold on for a second, ladies. First, I want to welcome to DJ Eddie King.
Yeah.
Also,
what's going on, y'all? What's going on? I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic. Traffic's a mug.
hey, you're all good. And I also want to welcome to Caprice. She's also on the channel too. Good afternoon.
Hey,
what's happening? Yes, yours? Caprice?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you a little bit.
Okay, good evening. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
And also, we want to go ahead and give her a good welcome in for Loretta Nisbet. She said, "Hey, y'all,
Loretta, what's up? What's up with it?"
Yeah. And as far as with Dr. Dre's daughter, I mean, if you gotta, I don't know, man, if you got a bunch of kids, 3 different kids with 3 different baby daddies, and you broke, and sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
But not just. But I'm saying not just his daughter, but I heard that him and his wife are going through something too.
Oh my God!
I read that him and his wife was going through something. I'm like, Dre, what's going on in your household, dude?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to speak ill will of his kids, but it's just all around the functions of the household. I'm like,
well, you know what? They both belong in the streets.
Has the doctor lost control?
What's that noise in the background? What is that noise in the background?
That's the sound effect.
Oh, okay.
Has the doctor lost control of the patient?
No, not that. It's like some music playing or something.
Like a movie or a scary movie or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in 3.
No, that's not. No, you're talking about this one, right?
No, I'm not talking about that.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
what do you hear?
It's some sounds in the background. I know.
Oh, that might be my son. That might be my son's. That'd be the phone.
Okay.
All right. But no worries, just put yourself
My
up
fault.
on
I'm sorry,
YouTube.
y'all.
No, you
It's
good,
all
Joe.
good.
Yeah. And then continues to hit low, and then the unicorn says, "I wonder what's the dynamic between Dre and his daughter. I'm not saying a parent should take care of the child, but is it okay to let the grandkids be in the streets? Just curious."
Nah.
The bigger question is it okay for you to let your kids be in the street?
For real.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
For real.
No. The question is, where's that money I gave you? That's the question. People forget that Dr. Dre gave her some money.
We
Where
said
did that money go? That's the question. And
Actually,
then now
you know
you sit up
what?
here talking about, excuse me. Now you sit up here talking about, oh, my daddy don't help me with this and that. You're forgetting the part that he gave her some money already.
Right.
Where did that money go? He didn't. I'm sure he didn't take it back. What did you do with the money?
And
That's the question.
and he told her when he was gonna stop giving the money. So it wasn't like he
exactly.
I'm talking tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm sorry, Tammy. Go ahead, Tammy. You got your hand up. I'm sorry, my fault.
No.
Listen. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Eddie King. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why financial literacy is important. Like, he probably gave her that money, and she didn't know what to do with it. So she didn't spend. But that's the thing is that, especially if he told her when he was going to stop giving her the money, she should have got her shit together. And I think what it is when Sip of Dee said that she felt entitled, maybe she didn't think he was serious when he said he was going to stop. Maybe she's like, no, that's my daddy. He not going to stop giving me money. Well, girl, he stopped giving you money. So that's the thing is that she should have gotten her stuff together.
Yeah.
She should have made sure she had all her I's dotted, all her T's crossed, so that when he stopped giving her that money, she wouldn't have nothing to worry about. So it's like you have to take accountability for where you're at. Like, you are a grown woman with 3 kids. Like, take some accountability for where you at right now. That money that your daddy gave you, like Eddie King said, what did you do with it? All that money. And I'm pretty sure her daddy gave her lots of money. Like, where to go?
Oh yeah.
But
But none of us really know what happened. Just to start this. We're not in that house. We don't know. All I know is that he's losing control of the house.
Yeah.
The kids and everything else. Because you can't have 2 things happen to you in a year, and you as a man ain't maintaining control. He as a man has lost control. He lost control.
Yeah.
It's evident. You got 2 things that happen to you within a year within your house. It's on you. It's on you. So the thing is, I don't know what the financial structure he has for his wife or his ex-wife or whatever, or his side chicks. I don't know what kind of financial structure he got for his kids, but something going wrong with the doctor, man. Something is up. Because if you got 2 financial things happen to you at once, that means that you ain't doing what you gotta do as a man. Point blank, period. Ain't no other way, ain't no way around, ain't no way to sugarcoat it. He ain't maintaining control. He ain't maintaining control. Something is wrong with him in the household. He's doing something wrong.
He's not doing nothing wrong. The problem is, no, he's not. No, listen.
Ain't no way as a man I'm gonna have 2 situations.
Listen. It's not him. It's not him. The problem is, listen. When you are with a rich financial person, they know he's rich. He's been giving them money constantly. He's been giving them money. The only problem is when they are used to the same money. Let's just say they get like 30,000 every week or something like that. Let's just say that when they are used to that type of money, they're gonna start asking for more money. Now, 30,000 for a normal person is a lot of money. Okay, for a normal person, he ain't got to get that to you. Matter of fact, Dr. Dre don't own nobody. Dr. Dre worked hard he came up from nothing. Okay, from the dirt. All right, when he started his career. Okay, so when people are used to that type of money, not saying Drake, when people like his kids is used to that type of money, they gonna spend it wild because they think their daddy is gonna keep giving them money. That's not true. That's why he set it up the way how he set it up. She already had millions. That's your money. So now your money is gone. You trying to turn around and ask me for some more money? Nah. Yeah. I didn't work too hard. A lot of people. Nobody get that type of money that I'm giving you. Right. So that's your fault. You are old enough to take care of your own money, and your own responsibility. You got the bread. What happened?
Facts. And she is a grown woman.
Facts.
She is a grown woman. If you really think about it right there.
Ain't no.
We not
Let me watch this.
And the thing is, Mr. Hall of Fame. And the thing is, Mr. Hall of Fame. Mr. Hall of Fame. Mr. Hall of Fame. Listen.
He know
Mr. Hall of Fame.
Mario, Mr. Hall of
he knew her.
Mr. Hall of Fame.
He
now
knew,
you know,
he knew he was raising a little bastard, and now he knew.
Listen,
We're not gonna do that. He knew he was raising a little bastard.
Listen. First of all,
she probably was a little bastard. He wasn't looking after his ways. He was all flossing and getting all his money or whatever. He let the fame get to his head, and you got two situations happening in your house. As a man, you gotta stay 15 steps ahead.
I hope that 40-year-old daughter ain't in his house.
Listen,
she's part of the household though. She a part of his family. She a part of the household.
The thing is,
trust me, Doctor. Go ahead. Sorry, Queen. Go ahead.
That's okay. The thing is, I think it started from him how they raised her. You know, like you look at Celine Dion. Celine Dion did an interview one time, and her husband was a mogul, and she said that she doesn't want to raise her kids knowing that in the mindset that they can get anything they want, like money. She said, so she doesn't let them know, and she makes them earn what they get, meaning that every time they get something, they don't need it. They don't have a whole lot of trinkets. She don't splurge on birthdays. That wasn't how she wanted to raise her kid, because she wanted them to be grounded, not arrogant, not selfish. Right. And you look at how these celebrities raise their kids, like Diddy. One of his sons, I think he was like flying in barbers, paying $10,000 for a haircut. What? That's what you're raising. You raising a little demon who think he all that, and he gonna be off the hook. I blame the father for raising his daughter to not have to earn, to not have to learn, like Tammy said. You know, they got Chime out there now. They got, teaching kids financial literacy. Yes. There's this black couple. There's this black couple. I don't know what they do, but they're on a commercial, and they have a YouTube channel, and they have I think their daughter's 8 months or something like that. And the mother said, the parents said, we don't want her to have to want anything. Right. But we're going to teach her financial literacy. They said by the time their daughter is 18 years old, she will be a millionaire because of how they invested for her. They're going to teach her financial literacy, investment, spending, and all of that. So you think about it, it starts with the parents. If you just throw money at your child, think of, I don't know if you guys ever watched that My Sweet 16, and these girls are flying to Paris to buy a $20,000 dress for one day, and they got a $1 million birthday party. What? You're not teaching your kid anything.
No. You just I did the same thing.
First of all, the parents don't come. First of all, Dr. Dre don't come out and tell her who he is, because you got millions and millions of fans like everybody in here who knows who Dr. Dre is. So if anybody that know her will tell her about her daddy. Her daddy don't have to say nothing to her. For her to know about him being a millionaire. He's already when he got married, all that stuff was already set up for her. That was already set up for her, and the court system, everything. So when she got that money, yes, it was. Yes, it was. He already got that set up for her.
Okay, hold on, guys. Slow down real quick.
It's on the paperwork.
Yeah, I gotta get Caprice's opinion. All right, Caprice, I know you're hearing all this commotion going on. What are your thoughts? Salute to a high value nurse. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, CJ, what's going on? High value nurse, what's going on, bro?
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay. Hey, we gotta read that quote by Unicorn. Yeah.
Hold on, let's see. Real rap. My daughter has better financial skills than me. I started introducing her to things that I'm finding out about at the age of 42.
Real
Okay, that's what's
talk.
up. We'll get back to you, but Caprice, what's your thoughts?
I'm kind of lost. Sorry, I'm kind of lost. It was just, what was the initial like question, if you don't mind?
So the initial question is, what were your thoughts when you first heard about Dr. Dre getting divorced? Were you surprised?
Honestly, like an honest answer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I didn't really know he was getting divorced until today. I'm not really into like I don't watch TV or like
Let
or
let
be like
Well, hold on. I said that again, Caprice?
um like, to be honest, I didn't really know that he was getting a divorce until today. Yeah, like I said, like I don't watch TV or I don't really like engage into stuff like that. But I mean, I did watch something that Mr. Hall of Fame sent me and saying that he was getting a divorce. I don't know what reason, but I did hear that he had to pay like, is it
Let me see.
3 million in spousal support or
Here.
something like that?
That's
I I do know that I do know a little bit of something about Dr. Dre from like my parents, and I do know something about like, is this the wife that he used to like kind of be abusive to? Was this the long term wife, or is this like a new wife?
Yeah, they was together for like 20 something years.
Yeah.
So was this during the time that he was like in NWA? Is that it? I don't want to make a fool
Yeah,
of
that's the
myself
name
and
of
say
his
something
group, but
silly.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I
No,
mean,
because 20 some years, that's only 2099, 2000. NWA is over before then.
oh, okay.
uh,
Well, yeah. Divorce sucks. I do want to know like what the reason was behind it, but I do remember reading something that she was married before to somebody that was kind of like a famous or a celebrity or maybe like an NBA player or something like that of that sort.
And
Am I
you guys know
right?
about wait, you saying about his ex-wife you talking about?
Well, his ex-wife now, I believe, that was she like dating someone already in that kind of industry before. I believe that's what I
No, no, I don't think so.
from
now
Actually,
she was
anybody else
dating.
know?
From
listen.
what
Um,
I did read, I read that she was dating someone. But initially, the reason why I brought that up is because a lot of these celebrities kind of date the same women in rotation, and they always get the same kind of results, like the ending. I believe that she was married to, from my research that I did today, she was married to somebody that was kind of like had kind of money. I don't know if he was an NBA player or maybe in the industry or whatever the case may be. But they always like married like or get with these women that are like in rotation that kind of um they have like the same results in the end. So that's
Mm.
just kind of like what I thought about when I read up on it today. Like it's not really uncommon for like a celebrity or whatever to get like a divorce and have to pay this much money. Yeah, that's just my little take. I'm not really too in the loop. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Sometimes it's good, like for people who are just kind of new or just hearing about this, even though this is kind of like news that probably happened like months ago, but you know, it's all good. Thanks for like sharing, Jabrice. Uh, and then DJ Eddie, what was your thoughts?
listen. First of all, when you have rich kids, these rich kids are very, very arrogant and disrespectful. First of all, okay. So, like I said, Dr. Dre don't have to tell his kids who he is because other people's are already going to tell them. They're already going to mention and they're already going to tell them who their daddy is. But by them being rich and arrogant, that's on them. That's
Mm,
still going on. That's not Dr. Dre. It's the kids. It's them, and that's not his fault. He had everything already set up, everything planned up already. That's their fault for sure. That's their fault. Now, is she going to talk about how much she been spending, where's all that money go? Because he gave her millions already. She already had it. So where that money go? You know what I mean? So now, you know, you just like, okay, some lady, you know, she said that she was married to what, an NBA player? Okay, so what you need your daddy for? But you got a divorce. That ain't on your daddy. That's on you. That's your fault. What do you got to do with that? He ain't married to y'all.
And you know what? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I kind of agree with DJ Eddie what he's saying, where he's coming from. Only because here's the thing, right? I know everybody will say, as a man, like you gotta. I know it starts with the parents. Okay, just to be fair, right? I know it starts off with the parents teaching their children financial literacy and how to appreciate their money. And I know if the parents is like flaunting their money around, showboating, and doing all these type of things, and you're not teaching the kids are just gonna grow up thinking like, oh well, money's just gonna fall from daddy's lap, so I'm gonna just take whatever I could take. But the problem is, you is a grown fucking woman.
Thank you.
She's like 42 years old. You're older than me.
You're 42 years old, pushing 50, talking about my daddy's not helping me no money. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Daddy's money and fuck your life.
And you 42 years old. How long you been saying this? How long you been crying about this story? How long? What, 20 years?
Listen. Some family members, we all know this. Let's not play stupid. We all know this. Some family members are for the streets. All right? They out there in the streets. They hustling. They doing what they doing. And you can't change them. We know that already. So in order to maintain your image and make sure you look good, because people do this all the time, you get them little family members hush money, you give them a little apartment, and they could be doing crack and all types of stuff up in there. But the thing is that you making sure that they taking care of so they don't make you look bad.
He already set it up right that way. That's her fault. That's her fault. That's her fault. She had millions. She had millions, and
he has not maintained control to the point where
they don't have to. They don't have to. She's grown. She's a grown woman.
He looks terrible out there.
She's a grown woman.
Real terrible out there. She
is a grown woman with millions. Okay.
She hasn't seen him. They've had an estranged relationship for over 17 years. That it changed when she was 5 years old when he married the new girl. So she wrote that she hasn't really been in his life, and that she's going to college right now to be a nurse. So he wasn't living with her father, and she said that she never really talked to him. If she wanted anything, she had to go through his accountant or his homie. So him as a daddy, he wasn't even there. He wasn't, according to her.
According to her.
Like according to him.
Yeah,
according
to her.
Exactly.
Yeah, according to her.
Then I would say with that, then she should have definitely been more responsible with the money that she was getting, and she should have been grateful that she was getting anything then.
And listen, I want to hear Dr. Dre's side of the story.
Yeah.
Now I'm not finna jump on what she think. I want to hear what Dr. Dre got to say.
Okay, guys, before we continue, we gotta give a shout out. Hey, guys.
Living in a car.
Wait, hold on.
That's her fault. That's her fault. That's her fault. She's
Hold on, guys.
How old is she? So you been telling me you've been waiting 20 years for a check? How old is she? She what?
Wait, hold on, guys.
Get out of here. Stop it with that.
All right, salutes to Mr. Marcus Luton. How you doing, bro? Thank you for tuning in to the Knowledge and Relationships live stream. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Kashim says 19 and Truce 23, their daughters together. Okay, that 40-year-old of age daughter you mentioned is from that marriage. And then King Gene says, "What up, family? Hey, what's up, King Gene? Like salute,
bro.
Like I said, if you guys new, please subscribe to Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube." And then the unicorn, man, the chat is like blowing up. The unicorn says, "So was he abusing her?"
The wife?
Maybe
terrible. Exactly.
Let's go.
Exactly. He don't look terrible at all.
Hey, I'm not finished reading. Hold on. And then High Bite Nurse says, "Dre don't look terrible."
No, he don't. No, he don't. No, he don't.
Hold on.
The man.
Hold on, y'all. I'm still reading it. Shit. Now, Dre said, sorry, not Dre. High Bite Nurse says, "Dre don't look terrible at all. She's a grown ass woman." Yeah, thank you.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Go through worse Oh, sorry. People go through work every day. His daughter is. Hold on. That's right. His daughter is for the fucking
And that's why we look like niggas. That's why we look like niggas, Jimbos, and fools in public. Because we don't know how to maintain our image.
Listen,
we don't know how to maintain our image. I'm gonna tell you what happened with Dre. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened with Dre.
No, listen, you can't listen.
What happened with Dre?
What happened?
Dre was out there getting finesse, being coochie whooped. Okay, he was getting all this money, getting finesse, and he got comfortable. Okay, and when you get comfortable, what happens? Your kingdom gets taken from you. And that's what's happening to him right now.
His kingdom is not taken from him. His kingdom is not taken from him.
This is why this woman get $300K from a month. That's why she get that $300K for a month, because he lost control. Ain't no way you ain't lose control and you having all the stuff come out about you. He lost control. He's sitting up there comfortable, thinking everything's all good, and it ain't.
Everything was great with him.
All the stuff is coming out about him.
So you think
if he was maintaining control, then other stuff be coming out about him. It's the same thing like if you look at a politician. If a politician doing what he got to do, and he ain't got no scandals or whatever, you ain't gonna hear nothing about it. But as soon as he has something going on, you hear about it because he ain't maintaining control or making sure that his party and people.
That's her fault.
Do you really give it?
You gotta take care of your people. You gotta understand certain people. You gotta put them in certain positions.
Do you think
don't look bad?
Do you think Dr. Dre really give a damn about $300K a month? Do you know how much money he get paid a month? What is he talking about? You know how much money he get paid a month? You don't give a damn about no $300K. You don't give a damn about that shit. You don't give a damn about that.
My thing is that it's
don't care about that
because he got, despite what his daughter did, he got 4 grandkids living on the street, and that's a damn shame. That is a damn shame.
That ain't got. Listen. If I set up in
4 grandkids living on the street with all that money you got. That's a
crazy
damn
out here.
But first of all, if I already listen, hold on. No, listen, that's not the grandkids' fault. That's her 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 fault.
And that's why he look crazy.
That ain't his responsibility. That's not his responsibility. That's not his responsibility.
Other coaches is laughing.
That's not his. No, ain't no other coaches. They ain't no other. What other coaches laughing at? What other culture?
They can laugh all they want to.
They don't even know what they talking about. If I gave my daughter $30 million, hold on, man, hold on. Let me speak. If I gave my daughter $30 to $50 million, listen, that's on her. I did my part already. If she lost all that, but that's on her. And she 40-some years old, that's on her. That's all. She said she been had that money to take care of grandkids, whatever, how many grandkids she got, whatever. She got the money. She lost that money, and now everybody want to turn around and point finger at Dr. Dre. Man, get out of here. That's not his responsibility. He already took care of responsibility.
She wasted the money. She
wasted. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's not his responsibility. That is not his responsibility.
Hold on, you guys gotta read this though, right? Because look,
bad out here.
Yeah, but High Value Nurse said that she was going to release a tell-all book, and he had to cut her fucking ass off.
Thank you.
Why was she able to release the tell-all book? Why was she able to release the tell-all book?
Exactly. That's for her. He did not tell her. He did not.
Why she able to do that?
He did not tell her to have kids. He didn't put a gun to her. He didn't put a gun to her head to say have kids. He didn't put a gun to her head to tell her, hey, to have 3 kids. Like, come on now.
You maintain control.
Come on, man.
He lost the kingdom and it's falling apart.
No, he didn't lose nothing. He still got the kingdom. He still got the kingdom.
Yes, he
still got the kingdom. What you talking about? What you talking about? He ain't lost no. Dr. Dre would never lose kingdom, man. What you talking about? He would never lose kingdom, man. He did his part as a man already. He would never lose kingdom. He's still the king. What is you talking about? What is you talking about? Come on, man.
He got involved in as a man. It's not the first scandal he got involved in as a woman. He got scandals when he beating women. Okay?
How you know? How you know? How you know? How you know? How you know?
This man is careful in the public.
How you know?
When it comes to women.
How you know?
He apologized.
How you know?
No. Women. He apologized. He apologized for beating women. He apologized. You can't defend that king. You can't. The man was terrible. Him is terrible. And he looking crazy out here. Bottom line.
You look just fine to me.
But check this out. I don't have. Listen. Check this out. If you say he beating women. What? How many women did he beat?
He
and the
admitted
media
to it.
would not
He
would have
apologized.
heard nothing about it.
How many women did he beat?
Because she would not have a thing to
Why
complain
does that
about.
matter? Michelle A said he was beating her behind all the time.
What did
Why
she
does
say?
it matter how many women?
Where's her
Why
husband?
does it matter?
What?
That's why the woman is leaving him now. Because she said he put a gun to her head, kicked her in the head.
Listen. Now y'all going to now they going to different topics. We talking. Listen, now we going to get to topic. Now look, we talking about the daughter. We talking about the daughter. We talking about the daughter. That's what we talking about. We talking about the daughter. That's what we talking about. Don't start saying what about this and what about that. Don't start going off topic. We talking about the daughter. We talking about the daughter. That's another story. That's another story. That's another story.
Still with women.
That's another story.
No. Don't try to hide from it.
No. Don't try to switch the topic. Don't try to switch the topic. Stop trying to switch the topic. What is he talking about? We're talking about his daughter. We ain't talking about nothing else. Don't try to switch the topic, man. That's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. When people is losing the conversation, they say, what about this and what about that? We ain't talking about that. We talking about the daughter. That's what we talking about. That's exactly what we talking about. No, man. No. We talking about the daughter right now. We talking about the daughter right now. That's what we talking about. Okay, trying to make this man look like a bad guy. Come on, man. What do you got? Come on, man. Go with all that, man.
Topic, right?
Go with all that. We talking about the daughter.
But it does have to do with his situation.
People talking.
Y'all talking about money. Y'all talking about money. That's what y'all talking about. Y'all talking about money. The money that she already had. That's on her. That's on her. That is on her. That is on her.
One. I got to mute. Okay.
Please don't have no kids.
Hey. Anyway, no, okay. High value nurse says him being a woman don't have nothing to do with the situation. You're comparing apples to oranges. Pharaoh says back in the day, and then high value nurse again says, wait a minute, him being those women didn't stop any of those other women from getting.
Thank you.
He gonna deal with somebody else. He got money. He got money. They gonna deal with him because he got money and status.
They already had money. They already had money. They lost it. So that's on them. Get on out of here. Get out of here with that. They already had money.
Junior.
They already had money.
The new name. Charlie Sheen had AIDS.
Okay, listen. You give your kids another $20 million. Then how about that?
And women will still mess with him. That's a bad point, high value nurse. When you got money, you high value man. Women gonna mess with you because they want that check. And she getting that check.
Listen. Hold on. Dr. Dre don't have to spend no money to mess with a woman. What is he talking about? He ain't got to spend no checks.
Yes, he do.
He ain't got to spend no checks.
He do.
Dr. Dre been having game when he was growing up. What is he been doing that, bro? He ain't got to spend no money. He don't have to. He really don't have to. But he already gave. He already gave it. He gave his daughter the money, and she lost it, and that is on her.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I got mute real quick, right? Hold on. Mute everybody real quick. Everybody take a time out real quick. Let me go ahead and read the questions. Sorry, the chat. Pharaoh says the daughter should have, if she used the knowledge of life, she would be in a better place. The daughter chose not to be smart. Exactly. Now, before everybody get all emotional about this, right? I ain't gonna lie, this is some good shit or whatever, right? You know, some people think this is getting out of hand, right? This is natural to me.
Now we play. This is all entertainment. That's how we do.
Yeah. But hold on. Nevertheless, damn, the chat, even the chat is fired up, man. Damn. Hold on. I gotta read the chat real quick, y'all. First Lady Tammy, after I read the chat, I want to get your thoughts real quick, all right? But High Value Nurse says, if you get with a known woman beater, if you catch a right hook, whose fault is it really? Okay.
Eddie was just DJ Eddie was just saying that on the last stream.
Wait, hold on. Let me read the comments real quick. It said, I'm going to get a cookie. Okay, go get a cookie. You know, make sure you bring me one too with some milk. Pharaoh says that's true. Jeffrey says the daughter has to suffer the consequences.
Oh, Jeffrey's back. Let it talk. I'm sorry, Jeffrey. Let me let you talk.
Yeah. No, the only thing I just asked my husband, and he agreed with. I don't know if so it was a lot of back and forth. So I'm not for sure if Mr. Hall of Fame and Mr. Eddie agrees, but I want to say he agrees with the man. So he said that he pretty much said that she has to suffer the consequences. That us women are looking at it differently because we're nurturing and you know, we're mothers and we have that emotional sense, and most women will think like how Miss Queen Forever 2K21 is thinking, but logically speaking, like without any emotion, and like she has to suffer the consequences, and he's been giving her money for so long. Then, you know, what is it that she was doing that now she's homeless, and pretty much is not the dad's problem. His what he should be focusing on is him and his wife, you know, so to speak, not the children, because she should actually have her husband and a family, and it should be the husband's problem, not the father's problem.
But those still your grandkids. Would you let your grandkids live in a car because they
That's not his responsibility. That's not his responsibility, man.
Hold on, hold on.
Talking. Thank you.
I get. Hold on. Okay. Like, make your point. Make your point.
I don't have.
I get you first, Lady Tammy.
I hear. So yeah. So you said that about
I didn't say that he needs to take care of his daughter. I never said that. All I said was he has grandkids out there, and that's a cold heart to let those grandkids go through what they're going through, despite the baby daddy. That's what I'm saying. That's what makes him look bad in my eyes. I don't know what he gave her. Don't nobody know what he gave her. Don't nobody know if he gave her anything. But there were things that she was saying to the press that he didn't like. And he told her, shut up or I'm cutting you off too. So you don't know what was going on. You don't know what her truth was. He told her, be quiet or I'm cutting you off. So he didn't want things to be exposed too. Who knows what she had to say?
Okay.
So don't
let me get to First Lady Tammy because I called her. All right. Thank you, Queen. First Lady Tammy, what's your thoughts?
Okay, so just a couple things. I will say I do think that, you know, that having the grandkids out there, I definitely think that is something that he should take into consideration. You know, take the grandkids in, but he can leave her because she's a grown woman to get her stuff together. I do also think that that's something she could have asked him to do, but we don't know if he did. What I will say is, you know, it is about taking accountability, and you cannot look for people to bail you out all the time. What I will also say is that when you, like I said, when you have kids, your priorities should shift from yourself to your kids. And you need to do what you have to do to make sure your kids are taken care of. If you open up your legs and got pregnant, you knew, or if you open up your legs to do what grown folks do, you knew the consequences of what grown folks do. If you didn't want that to happen, you should have used protection. And the fact that it's 3 different kids by 3 different men, at some point, she was not doing what she needed to not get herself in the situation that she's in. I do think, if anything, yeah, you know, he could take the grandkids and take care of them because it's not their fault. They didn't put themselves in that position, but she got herself in that position. So I do think that she has to have some accountability for what she should have been doing. So if your daddy wasn't there, okay, that's okay. So your daddy wasn't there. Then all that time you had those kids, what were you doing from child number 1? That's my question. I would say from child number 1, because she got 3 kids. At one point did you get pregnant? When you found out you were pregnant, why didn't you even try to take steps to get yourself situated? That's what I'm saying, is that, you know, even if they didn't have a relationship, okay, then, and now you're expecting him to do for you. Why haven't you been doing for yourself? Why haven't you been doing for yourself? That's the question I have as a mom. Because when you get pregnant, your priorities need to shift to putting your kids first. Everything you do, your kids should be at the front of your mind and ask yourself, is this in their best interest? So she should have been thinking about her kids instead of waiting for her dad to do whatever it is that he did. If he hasn't been there, then she really has no reason to come now and say, I need to do this, because you should have been doing already. That's the thing, is that you should have been doing already. You have 3 kids. Like, you should have been doing already. For you to be homeless, my question, like I said, will be, how did you get here? Like, take accountability for your situation. Your daddy didn't get pregnant. You got yourself pregnant. You opened up your legs and did what grown folks do. And this is what comes from doing what grown folks do. Whether you protected yourself or not, because the only protection that's 100% is abstinent, and she wasn't being abstinent. So even if she protected herself, there was still a chance that she could have got pregnant. And when she found out she was pregnant, she should have gotten her stuff together. Now, it could be a matter of maybe she thought that whoever was going to be there. But the thing about it is, and I think this is part of the problem, is that when you are constantly being bailed out, your mind doesn't shift to, I need to do what I need to do. And this is the problem that I get tired of hearing about, how this person helps this person. Oh, you know, and that's the problem, is that sometimes when people have kids, they know that people will do for them because they have kids. So people will help them out, and they will say, oh, you know, I'm not doing it for her, I'm doing it for the kids. And people take advantage of that. And when the well runs dry, you ain't got nothing else. So my thing is that he needs to take accountability for the fact that he didn't teach her what she needed to as her father, him being there like he needed to be. He needs to take accountability for that. But she is a grown woman, and she needs to take accountability for where she is in her life. Like I said, you have kids. You have 3 kids. You had 1 child at one point, and for some reason you didn't think to get yourself together, and then you went and had child number 2, and then child number 3. Like, come on, get your shit together. Like, I have 1 child. My daughter's dad is in her life when he chooses to be. That's on him. She still has things need to be taken care of for her. She needs a roof over her head, shoes on her feet, clothes on her back, food in her mouth. She needs that. And I'm not finna depend on nobody else to do that for her, because I made the choice to get pregnant. I'm not mad about getting pregnant because my daughter is a blessing, but I damn sure I'm not gonna wait for somebody else to provide for her when that's my job. That's what I chose to do. So when you choose to do what grown folks do, you need to accept grown folks' responsibilities and consequences. So if you laid there and got pregnant, you need to take care of what you need to take care of, and not be trying to go to this person, that person to do for you, because those are your kids. They came out of you. She, like I said, she is a grown woman. She's not a child. She's a grown woman, and I'm pretty sure she ain't stupid. She ain't stupid. So she knows what a child needs. She needs to get herself together and do what she needs to do, and take accountability for the fact that you are homeless because the decisions that you chose or did not choose to make. It's not the kid's fault, but it is her fault for where she's at. So it's at some point, we can't keep putting it on him that he should have did this, he did that, because there is accountability that is not being taken. And she cannot sit there and depend on her dad to do for her what she should have been doing for herself and her kids. So my thing is that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. Her daddy didn't get her pregnant. She got herself pregnant. She made that choice. She made that choice. There's things that come with that. So if your daddy doesn't want to help you, okay, do what you got to do. Like I said earlier, if it means you got to get you a job at McDonald's to flip some burgers, fry some fries, say have a nice day, then that's what you got to do. And like I said, I have not thought about being a stripper, but damn it, if you can't get you a job at McDonald's, you better go strip you and get you some money.
Because that's what the Players Club is going on right now, First Lady. Why you keep talking about this? Good grief.
Women that do that they pay them for their college, because that's what they do. That's what I'm saying, is that when you got kids, it's about your kids. It's not about you. It's about your kids. And your kids has need. Screw what you need right now, because your kids are at the front of your mind. That is where your decisions need to come from, is what is best for your kids. It's not about you no more. Get your kids is where it needs to be. So, and if that's not where her head was, first of all, she shouldn't have got pregnant the first time, but she knew that first time when she got pregnant, if she could handle it or not. And then if you couldn't handle it the first time, why would you get pregnant 2 and 3 more times? Like, accountability. That's my thing for her, is she needs to take accountability for her situation and not look for people to bail you out. You homeless? Why are you homeless? What did you not do, or what did you do that got you in this situation?
I'm gonna say
did you go out with a
quick.
did she go out with a celebrity too? Did you go out with a celebrity?
I'm gonna make it short and sweet.
And how old is she?
I'm gonna make it short and sweet.
Even if she went out with a celebrity, so that's not that celebrity's kids, they're hers.
Yeah.
So they're still her responsibility, whether she was dating someone who a celebrity or whatever. Those are her kids. They are her responsibility.
And where's the father?
I'm gonna make it.
But that's the thing is that the dad needs to be there. But the reality is, if he's not gonna be there, them kids still need to be taken care of. So
you gotta say daddies because she got more than one. It's not the same dad. It's three different dads.
But that's the thing is that even if the dad is not there, those kids still have needs, and you can't sit there and wait, looking at the clock like when's he gonna do this, when he's gonna do that. No, your kids have needs, and they need to be taken care of. So whether he's there or not, you got to do what you got to do.
Hey, quit. Mute yourself.
I'm gonna make it Grizz. Mute yourself. I'll make it real short because I want the high value notes to talk. I'll make it real short. Listen, you know what I'm saying? You keep saying that, Tim. You keep saying that your kids should be number one once you're a parent. So then he should have made sure that she not making him look bad in the public eye. You got enough money that she don't have to make you look bad. You got way over enough money. You could, like I said, you could set her up where she not making you look bad in the public eye, and she not putting all the stuff out there trying to tarnish your image and your legacy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm talking about maintaining control. And the thing is, he has a track record. Let me tell you something. When you go to court, you can't just say, "Well, I'm just on trial for murder." But yeah, I know I robbed and stole, but you can't talk about that. The judge gonna look at you like you stupid because you have a track record. Dre got a track record when it comes to women, and it ain't good. Okay, he got a track record when it comes to women, and it's facts. It's all lined up. You can read about it on the internet. You can do the research. You know what I'm saying? Why in the world women keep complaining about this man over and over again? Why you gotta keep settling out of court, paying all these fees, paying all this alimony, paying for this, paying for that? It's because he's not maintaining control of his kingdom. And I can see if there was one situation with a woman, but dang, my man, you've been doing this for over 20, 30 years. You keep having the same situation happen with you with women. Over and over again. There's something going on with you with women. Every time.
But the reality is that whether or not he was beating a woman or anything like that, that has nothing to do with the fact that his daughter is a grown woman.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not even talking about that.
Okay, so you're going to back and forth real quick.
I'm almost done. Okay. I'm almost done. I'm really almost done. I'm not talking about the fact of her being a grown woman. We know she's grown. That's besides the point. I'm talking about him making his image look unfathomable, untarnished. You already got strikes against you already, bro. People already looking at you crazy for the Michelle A thing, for you beating up that VJ, that lady VJ. They used to do interviews back in the day. She was very popular. You know what I mean? You looking crazy for that. You know what I'm saying? Already. People, you already could get canceled for that. Now you got two more situations happening within the same year. Come on. There's something foul about Dre when it comes to women.
Well, women need to keep those women at that time need to keep their hands to themselves. There, maybe that's what it was. Since we going here,
all right. So let's go ahead and welcome to the high value.
I'm just saying they probably put hands on him. Maybe that's the reason. We don't know.
No, he said.
Wait, hold on. That's it. So let's welcome to the high value nurse. Welcome, high value nurse. I know you got to unmute your mic, brother.
What's going on, y'all?
Nothing much, man. As you
good
can see,
conversation, man. It's a real good show so far, man. I just took a couple notes. I want to say I'm gonna be brief myself, but I just want to say shout out to everybody on the panel. And but when it comes to Dr. Dre and his daughter's situation, I think this whole thing is quite silly, to be honest. And this is why a lot of people, when they become successful, they leave the hood or the community that they come from because an unfair expectation is placed on them that they are supposed, it seems like the obligation, they are supposed to take care of everybody. And this is what is unattractive about becoming successful because of the unfair obligation that is placed on certain people. Now, should you help certain people? Sure. Why not? If it's out the kindness of your heart and you feel like doing it. But he's not obligated to do so. And like I said, his daughter is a grown woman. in her 40s, I believe. And he did set her up. He gave her money. She just blew it. And she wanted to be a singer.
Thank you.
She wanted to be a singer, and Dr. Dre said, no, you go to school. You take care of yourself. You're not getting in this business. She didn't like that. She threatened to release a tell-all book about him. He said, okay, you're cut off. F you and them kids, since you want to take it there. That's her fault. That has nothing to do with him and his image of beating women and everything like that.
It does.
No,
it has other things happen with women.
So what?
You
what?
So what?
Keep committing the same crime, and then
what does that have to do with him taking care of his daughter? That has nothing to do with
it. Exactly.
He keep having stuff happen with women. Y'all can't dodge that. Y'all can't dodge that back.
There's two different things.
That's definitely two different things.
I got you on that one.
Listen, no, you don't. Because CJ already gave you facts. He already gave you facts, and here you go going to somewhere else about beating this and beating that. You're going to somewhere else. You're going to somewhere else.
Let's mute this real quick. CJ was still talking. We don't want to.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just saying, like him beating a woman, allegedly, because I wasn't there, and people can admit to do stuff just not to be there. So I'm gonna say allegedly. Him doing that has nothing to do with him taking care of his daughter, a daughter that he did take care of, a daughter that he did give money to, a daughter that he put in a great position. She just was not appreciative of that position. So I don't care how many women he's beat. If you get with a known woman beater and you come up with a left jammy to the eye, then who's in the wrong, really? Is it your fault? Is it your fault or not? So again, that has nothing to do with him taking care of his daughter. She was taken care of. She's just for the streets. Whose fault is that? Nobody forced her to cock her legs open and get pregnant, not by one man, not by two men, but 3 different men and have 3 kids.
We understand she's for the streets. I already said that.
But whose fault is that? But how is that?
I already said that.
But Dr. Dre is not looking bad though. He's not looking. He made it. He made $1 billion after beating, quote unquote, beating Michelle A. and D Barnes. So these white execs don't care about that. Dr. Dre has long money.
He has power and influence. He got power and influence. Women gonna get with you.
So it don't matter.
That's beside the point. We know that already. Floyd, they've been saying the same thing about Floyd. You know what I mean? They've been saying the same thing about Kels and everything he's doing.
Don't even bring up Floyd because first of all, listen, he went to jail on a misdemeanor. He had to pay $1.3 million for a misdemeanor. Are you kidding me? Come on, man.
Yeah, the legal system is backwards. We all know that. We all know that. That's a fact.
That's false.
But I'm saying this man still keep having situations with women. Why is that? Why?
Because they keep going to him. Because they keep going to him.
Right. So why? Right. They having that much many problems. Why they still with him?
As a man.
They got choices to leave. They got a choice to leave.
But just because you're a high value person don't mean you're not an asshole. If you choose to deal with an asshole, then you choose to deal with an asshole, a known asshole.
Thank you.
Yeah, but that means he still making himself look bad though.
Why is he still going back? Why do they still go back? They have a choice to leave. But they have a choice to leave, though. They have a choice to leave. So obviously, they must like it then, huh? They must like it then, huh? They must like it then, huh?
But Hall of Fame, he looks crazy. He looks crazy to you, not to those execs, not to those shareholders, not to anybody like that. That's hearsay when it comes to business.
Yeah, because he got that money. He got that money for the protection. Yeah, we know that.
Hall of Fame. If me and you, if we doing business, right, and a woman who you pissed off back in the day put claims out of you beating her. Let's say 2 women, you a popular guy in New York, 2 or 3 women come along and say, you know what, Hall of Fame beat me and slapped me in the face. I don't know that about you, Hall of Fame. Did you? Because anybody can say anything about you. Exactly. That don't mean it's true. So is that going to stop me from doing business with you? If we have a good track record of doing business, then business is still business. I don't care about what you do in the streets. That has nothing to do with me.
Capitalism
and Hall of Fame, you did say if a woman hit you, you hit them back. You did say that. Now, what if that happened? What if that situation
I
happened?
said
We don't know.
keep their hands
We don't
to
know.
themselves, whether you a man or a woman.
So you didn't say that. So you didn't say that.
You can't
I'll say
force
it.
that. And plus,
You can
Has
No,
he ever
no.
been
So wait.
found
Whoa. You
guilty
didn't say that.
Kel's
You
have
didn't
been,
say
he's
that.
been avoiding the legal system for years. Kel's been avoiding the legal system for years
Yeah,
because why?
okay.
He's a cash cow. He has money and influence. When you got money and influence, you can sway the judges. We know this already. We've seen this already.
But what is the point though? That's what I'm trying to get
is
to.
that he keeps having situations with women.
Okay.
Let's not get off subject. Right, Loretta. Let's not get off subject. Exactly. Let's not get off subject.
Yeah, I gotta pause real quick. Yeah, Loretta is right, y'all. Like, she don't, because you guys are jumping from one celebrity. You guys are talking about a whole bunch of different celebrities. Nobody gives a fuck about R. Kelly. Nobody gives a fuck about whatever y'all.
I don't say we give a fuck about
exactly.
What I'm saying is
they're losing the conversation. They're losing.
I'm making a comparison. I'm not
the people. Wait, hold on. I'm not finished. The people are saying they don't really give a damn. They try to focus on the Dr. Dre situation, right? And which the situation is
I don't care what nobody thinks.
Yeah,
I don't give a damn about that.
Well, of course. We talk about the
subject. Hold on. I'm still talking, y'all. I'm still talking. Don't interrupt me while I'm talking. So the situation is, he still has a wife that's a really money-hungry bitch, you know, and she still want more. She put him through the situation where the dude was like damn near like, you might as well say he could have been like on life support, you know. But the thing is, nobody really cared about his situation. And here's the thing. Yeah, maybe Dr. Dre, let's give him a benefit out. Maybe Dr. Dre is an asshole, you know? But unfortunately, the people who listen to his music and jam about it don't give a damn what an asshole he is, you know? Yeah. Now, unfortunately, his relationship with his daughter, I honestly, I'm not at liberty to say what really happened, but we do know in general, right? Like fathers, right? They don't become assholes to their children right off the bat. A lot of good fathers,
you don't know that.
You don't know that. A lot of good fathers really try to take care of their daughters, their sons, and all that.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
And you don't know what kind of relationship that he has with his daughter.
Exactly.
You don't. I just asked Hall of Fame a question. I just got a question for Hall of Fame. I just got a question for Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. If he set her up though, and he gave her opportunity after opportunity to be successful, and she squandered it away, whose fault is that?
Evidently, he ain't set up good enough because she's still out there talking.
He didn't set it up good enough. Wow.
So you mean
he?
Wait, Hall of Fame. That sounds like extortion to me.
Listen, nobody, nothing gonna keep happening to you over and over again. It's a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. He keeps having situations happen with women, and it's not a coincidence. Ain't no reason that still happen. Why they keep happening with him?
If you were my dad, if you were my dad, and I came to you and said, Hall of Fame, give me $300,000. Okay, I'll blow it. I need $300,000 more. Okay, I'll blow it. I need $300,000 more. Are you gonna keep repeatedly giving me money just to appease me?
No. That's a different situation.
It's the same situation.
No, it's not.
It's not related. We're not related.
It is related.
You cannot tarnish me.
It's definitely related.
Look, he said if he your son.
What facts are you gonna come
Hall of Fame. I'm saying if you were my dad, and you came back into my life, and I said, Dad, I need some money. Okay, here's $300,000. This okay. I spend it. I squander it. I waste it. Here go three. I need $300,000.
You said I came back into your life.
Yes, you came back into my life, and my life don't matter. You still giving me money, and you keep giving me money, and I'm not satisfied. I'm not happy. At what point does this stop?
He wasn't. If you weren't president in the beginning, then you gotta expect anything to happen. You wasn't president in the beginning. You ain't raised this child. If you come back into their life, that means you're dealing with somebody that you don't even know.
So
wait a minute. So what are you? Wait. So what are you mad at then? What are you mad at? I'm confused.
I ain't mad at nothing. I said I ain't mad at nothing. This is all entertainment to me. Like I said,
I'm asking you though. But would you keep giving me money until I'm happy? If I was your son and I needed the money, would you just keep giving?
I've already been there. That wouldn't be me at all.
But I'm asking. I'm speaking in reference to the situation that's going on though, because he's giving her money. But you said obviously it wasn't enough to set her up to keep her happy. So if I keep asking you, it's a scenario. If I'm asking Hall of Fame like Pops, I need $300,000. If I keep coming to you every month and you feel like that's enough to set me up, how long are you gonna keep giving me money before this starts to become ludicrous, straight up madness?
Like I said, if he didn't raise this child, and he don't know what the child motives are, then the thing is that situation is gonna happen because he wasn't there.
But I'm asking you. I'm asking what you would do.
As a parent, he would have known the child's motives and their behaviors.
But I'm asking you though. I'm asking you if it was me and you, what would you do?
I already been in your life. I wouldn't have had that situation. I already been in
I'm
your child's
asking
life.
in the point of the reference though. If I need the money, I'm not satisfied. Are you going to keep handing it to me? That's what I'm asking.
You just gave a whole scenario. Now you're trying to
Oh, he going around the bush. He going around the bush.
He's chopping the scenario.
That's what he's
doing. No. He's chopping the scenario in half. He said if I came back into his life.
Isn't that what happened with Dr. Dre and the girl?
Facts. You can't swerve me. Like I said,
I'm giving you the same. I'm giving you the same.
You're swerving yourself.
You can't. No, I'm not swerving myself.
Yes, you is.
No,
I'm giving you the same situation.
Straight facts.
I'm giving you the same situation. She came back into his life. He says, "Okay, let me do my part."
Why is he out of her life then? Why is he not taking responsibility from the jump? He's an adult.
What does that matter? We talking about the current situation at hand. That doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Okay.
Because we're speaking about present. We're talking about the present time. So I'm asking
back into her life. That means he wasn't there. And you asked me what would I do in that situation? I'm telling you that.
So if you came back into my, but I'm asking you if we're talking about the current situation and you came back into my life and I keep asking you for money, I can just ask you to write a blank check until I'm satisfied.
First of all, like I said before,
basically
if
he was
in his child's life, none of this would have happened. None of this would have happened. He could have prevented all this.
Mark,
you know what I'm saying? Now, to answer.
And then I want to say that you talking about that he didn't give her enough, or that he should have paid her well enough for her not to tell. Like she extorting him. Like you don't let nobody. What is it called when they try to
blackmail?
Blackmail. Yeah, you don't let no person blackmail you, because if a person go blackmail and you go pay them, they gonna keep coming back again and again. They will never be satisfied. So,
well, I got to dip on out, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all keep doing what you're doing, and I'm gonna highlight y'all in a minute. All right,
don't put out your YouTube channel, High Value Nurse.
Yeah, shout out your content.
Actually, we'll put y'all for him though. Yeah, shout out to High Value Nurse.
Like and subscribe, y'all.
Yeah, definitely. The King G says, honestly, there comes a time when everyone needs to stand on their own 2 feet. Adults take responsibility for their own lives. Okay, before I even get to that, let me go ahead and skip this real quick. I need to get to the number 3 question, right? First, but guys, thank you for the entertainment, because
this is great.
That was enjoyable. Yeah, y'all had the chat all emotional about this, right?
That's so emotional. Oh.
Let me answer how value.
Wait, hold on. I gotta read the number 3 question. I'm done with that real quick. The number 3 question is: do you feel that the part of the reason why some women choose to get married is because the benefit that they will get financially?
I'm gonna still answer that question. Listen, at the end of the day, he could have made her sign a contract. He could have came up to the contract and said, "Yo, you want this bread? These are the conditions of the contract. I'm getting your bread." He knows business. He know how to finesse things. Dre ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you don't have to be still. You don't have to do other deals for no reason.
It's way different.
You know what I'm saying?
Way different.
Yeah, let's focus on number 3, y'all, because I already know it's going to be long. So hold up. Forget the daughter. All right, we already know she's trash. So the number 3,
they both trash. They both trash.
Yeah, answer number 3 for me, please.
Yeah, we don't know who's trash. We don't know.
So number 3, I can actually answer number. So
well, I asked Danielle first.
Chris.
I asked Danielle first though.
Huh?
You're asking Danielle.
I'm sorry, my fault.
Go ahead, Danielle. Yeah, you're good. Go ahead, Danielle.
I absolutely think that some women get married for financial stability. I mean, that's your job, is to provide and protect.
That's our job.
True.
Absolutely, that's your job.
And
the man did not give us that task. God gave you that task.
Right.
Speaking on God, right. God said that the man is to protect and provide. So yes, that's your job, is to provide.
Hold on. Let her finish. Hey, let her finish, man. Let her finish.
You can't provide without money. You can't lead without money. You have to be financially stable and be able to provide. I mean, because if I'm gonna have to be working 1,000 hours to be paying bills, then what is the point?
True.
Like, and I tell my husband that all the time. I did go to school and make sure that I can provide for my kids, because I'm the one who got pregnant and had my kids. So whether I'm with him or not, I definitely need to be responsible on my own. Yeah. But if I'm with you, and I'm having to work to pay bills and still take care of the household, then what are you useful for?
True.
And are you saying in general, like if you're saying like if he has like no job, or like what you mean by that? I just wanted to get.
What do I mean by what?
So you said something about like if you're providing, right? You talking about like hypothetically? Like
no, I'm not talking hypothetically. I mean the man is supposed to provide.
Okay,
on whatever level.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
I'm asking you a question so I can get an understanding. So, okay. So your term when you said to provide, right? Were you speaking as if like, okay, the husband is not working and not doing his job? Or, hey, Kris, can you mute your mic or
I'm sorry,
step your kid up? Okay. So, so are you saying
what is wrong with this guy, man?
Right? Come on. Are you saying in the terms that your husband is not working? And then if you're saying that, then I get that part. But what if let's say like you guys are both working, but he's not making enough? Do you still consider him not providing?
Right.
Okay.
Because if you're the husband and your job is to provide, you pay all the bills. My husband paid all the bills. My husband is a chef. When I went to nursing school, he actually
got to pay all the bills.
He pays all the bills. He pays every last
provider. Yeah.
But like I said, when I went to school, he actually didn't. He a chef. He stepped down from his chef position for me to go to school. So our schedule can be flexible for me to go to school. Even though he stepped down from his chef position, he still paid all the bills. He found a way because he is a man and he is the leader. And that's why I submit to him because he does his job.
Right.
Okay. So whether you have a job or not, your job is to pay the bills, all the bills in this house, because that was our agreement. Was he wanted me to take care of the home and he wanted to provide. And we both hold up our end of the bargain. And I do work. So if he was to need help, absolutely I would help him. But very seldomly do he ask me for some help. I mean, very seldomly. Right. Even the whole year while I was in nursing school, when he was not working in his career, he still did not need my help. He still made a way because that's what men do.
I agree.
Hey, you know what? Because like I know in our household, I can say I do help out with the bills because like I'm playing this because Farlene told me, hey Harris, how do you, like she even asked me or something like that. She asked me, do you mind like help? She said no. She told me that I'm gonna help out with the car. And I'm like, yay, good. Take all my. I don't care as long as I'm helping out with the car. No, if I'm helping out with the rent, even though I may not make enough. I'm in the midst of looking for another job. But the thing is, between providing, I cook, I clean. I actually help out with my son a lot every day of the week. I'm actually I'm working and I'm actually looking for another job at the same time. But as far as helping out, like, because I actually would love to be in your husband's position to be able to pay all the bills, I would love to be in that position. I'm actually working hard to trying to do that for my wife. Because I'm actually looking at trying to go back to school for video and photography to have because I found out working for CBS or somebody else you need a college degree. So, but I'm actually working. I'm actually trying to make that happen for my wife, even though it may be a little late in the game, but I'd rather have it now than never. And I tell my wife, I'm like, because I can tell you now, but because of my wife, I'm matured because of her. I'm like real talk. And honestly, I've humbled myself. I'm like, look, if it takes all my money, I don't care. Actually, it does. But I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, honestly, because I remember somebody had asked me, what would you do if you came home from a late night and dinner was not on the table? I'm like, honestly, I don't care. As long as my wife and my son ate, just leave me something in the refrigerator. Just put something in the refrigerator. Just give me a little scraps or something. But as far as providing, I try to provide as much as I can, whether it's knowledge, whether it's nickels, dimes, pennies, and quarters, or whatever I can do. And now that I have my driver's license, I tell my wife, I'm like, you ain't gonna be driving that much no more. So.
And I also want to say that, like, when I'm saying that he is the provider, it's not like I'm making us live outside our means. We live within what he can provide for us.
Right.
I'm not like, oh, this house not big enough. Oh, my car not new enough. The life that he provides for me, I'm very happy with.
I know what me and husband need to sit down and have a talk, because there's something that I need to learn from him.
Wow. Grizz,
Go, girl.
Grizz, I'm gonna give you your flowers, brother. I gotta give you your flowers, man. Man, from the time I've known you, man, you've definitely improved as a husband and as a father, and you're willing to sacrifice any and everything to do what you gotta do for your family, man. And that's huge. And that's why I'm making the points that I'm making about Dre. It's not the fact that I'm not saying his daughter didn't mess up. I ain't saying that. That's clear. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that his wife ain't mess up. That's clear. You know what I'm saying? Because all the stuff's coming out about everybody. But what I'm saying, as a man, you got to provide and have a sense of control over your household and the things that's going around in your household. You know what I'm saying? Like Danielle said, her husband makes sure that things are in order. As a man, you got to maintain order. You cannot have things out of order because it makes you look bad as a man. No matter what the woman does. You know what I'm saying? You still got to maintain order and maintain certain things within your household. And that's just how it's got to be. And, you know, like I said, Grizz, man, you know, I love what you're doing business-wise. I love what you're doing with your family, man. And keep going, bro. Keep going. Yeah. You definitely got my love and support. And you know I'm always here, bro.
I appreciate it.
Shout outs to, I'm sorry, hold on. I'm sorry.
For a second. Go ahead.
Shout outs to Kris, the Blooming Ebony, Caprice's cousin. She said,
yeah, Blooming Ebony, what's going on?
She said, best of luck on your journey, Quentin. So she's rooting for you, and she gave you like low claps.
Yeah.
Caprice, man, I know you like. As a matter of fact, let me give you the round of applause, Quentin.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Love, man, for sure.
Better late than never, right, y'all? But Caprice, man, what are your thoughts just about the man that should be providing for the household? What makes you feel when your man is providing for you?
Okay, so pretty much everything that Dee said. So am I asking the question, or am I answering what you just asked me?
Oh, you're answering what I'm asking you.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, I do believe that the husband should pay all the bills. Not conditionally, like to get conditionally submissiveness from his wife, but I learned that when a man pays for everything, he cares more. He cares about the children jumping on the furniture because he's paid for. He cares about children eating all their food because he paid for the grocery. He cares more about things getting broken, things getting taken care of. That's just one part of it.
Okay.
And then it just brings order and it brings structure when the husband like pays like all the bills, and just exactly like Dee said, of course it's not anything lavish or anything like outlandish, like pretty much provide what he can afford. So if that means that we can live in a 5-bedroom house, we have to live in a 1-bedroom house, that's what it is that we have to do, and I have to accommodate him in order for him to be able to feel like that man, that he is taking care of his family, because literally to provide is to pay all the bills. And I believe that when the woman has to pay something, you don't really get that full. She doesn't feel like that full, like he's my superhero kind of thing. Just pretty much exactly what Dee said. Just think of that. I'm just saying the same thing. I don't want to repeat exactly what she's saying, but yeah, that's just my take on it.
I mean, I don't know. Yes, and well, you know what? Damn, I hate it when it's so subjective, right? Because some women, it's like they're cool, but then some women are not cool with it. But I think in a woman's preference, I will probably say, like, if a man can pay for all, that would definitely be a turn on for her. Well, then let me ask you this though, right? If that's the case, do you think that you women should be stay-at-home moms? What's the purpose of working then?
Yeah, I do believe that the women as mothers and wives should be should be home to nurture the home, to nurture the children. Not saying that she can't like have any income, but I believe it should be like passive income, something that she can do, that she's still in her feminine, she's still being able to not be out of the home, or not her taking away her energy and her time and her space away from the home. Whereas that's like cooking, for like making what do you call, like those dinners or whatever, or sewing clothes or something, that to where she's not like, most of her time is still home and she's not getting taken out of the home.
Okay, hold on. And Kris, she had something to say. She said, yes, I think they should be home too. I don't want to have children for someone else to raise. Wait, I don't want to have children for someone else to raise.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like she don't want like a babysitter, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of I like that type of structure because, like, I mean, God forbid, if we ever had kids, right? And then it's like, but both people have to.
Did you say God forbid? Did you say God
forbid
if you ever have kids?
So we're not gonna get to the children argument, Tammy. Like we already had that like in the previous live stream. So.
But you said God forbid we ever have kids. Like damn.
Like, in the world,
like, oh my God!
That's what I don't know what he want to do. First say he don't want kids, next thing God forbid.
Oh my God!
That
was just funny.
But I will say,
no, hey, I'm not. Hold on, damn, y'all still talking. Hold on. The point is, right? You know, if I'm just saying hypothetically, right? Like if we was in a situation, if we had kids or whatever, right? Which I don't want kids. I'm making that clear, so everybody, you know, get your head out of the gutter, right? But if you had kids, right, you know, by accident, let's just say it like that, but we both still have to work. I could see that why it's probably beneficial for, you know, the woman to stay at home, to be the nurturing woman, to help raise the kids, because I want to feel comfortable, like having like a nanny or a babysitter or whatever, to like, you know, like raise my kids. Like it just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? And then it comes like with a lot of problems because see the thing is like, you know, the wife will probably want like an ugly nanny because, you know, some of these nannies like, you know, they be trying to like, you know, holler at the boy and all that. So you gotta take all these things into consideration too, though. So
wow, you gonna fall with
But
this
listen,
one.
I am. But listen.
That's true.
But listen, the man that goes out and work every single day, sometimes that's what it takes for, you know, for him to go out and make that money to pay these bills. You gotta sacrifice and do something. You know, he can make some time to be at home. Maybe he can ask for a day off for a couple of days or something like that. But at the end of the day, he got to go out there and work every single day because I don't have days off. I feel like if I have days off, I'm gonna feel like I'm lazy or something like that. You know, I'm gonna feel tired, and I don't want to feel like that. I want to work every single day, constantly work every single day. You know, and to take care of my family. Like, you know, if let's just say I got other family members. Let's just say my brother, he needs help with money. I got to be able to have that type of money to help him too. Also, I got to go out and work every single day. You know, even after work, I got to go out and clean some backyards, cut some grass, go out there and paint. You know, work on cars. You gotta keep yourself. You gotta have that energy to do this every single day. You know, and you got to. Period. You got to. You know, for the men, there is no sleep. We work. You know, my grandpa used to tell me all the time: if a man does not work, he shouldn't eat. Period. He tells me that all the time, and I know that's what it says in the Bible. I'm telling my grandpa told me this. I ain't saying the Bible told me this. I'm saying grandpa told me this. Every day you got to get up and work every single day, no matter what it is. But that's what a man's supposed to do. You know, I'm not crying about it. I mean, if we got to pay all the bills, hey, that's what a man's supposed to do. I'm sorry. That's how it's got to be.
Yeah, it gives you that energy, like when you're actually being productive and doing something. Yeah. Tell me, go ahead.
So in answer to the question, I do feel like there are some women that's their main reason is the financial stability. I do think that. I think that other women, it's not their main, but it's part of the reason why. So I don't think all women that's their main reason why. Just for that, I feel like there's some where that's their main reason. Others where that's part of what it is as far as getting married. Um, you know, a man is supposed to provide and pay the bills. Me personally, I could not have passive income because I love teaching and being in the classroom too much. So I just couldn't see myself stepping out of that. Like I couldn't even do it. Like how they have the teachers that do distance learning like that. I couldn't even do that because I like to be in the classroom. So for me, I just couldn't step away from that just because I wanted to be teaching since I was 5 years old. So for me, stepping away from that wouldn't be an option. So the person that I married could not make that a requirement of me to just be in the house and have passive income because from then you're taking away what I'm passionate about, what I absolutely love to do, and I I couldn't do that. So for me, I couldn't just be in the house and I just couldn't do it because what I'm doing I've always wanted to do. So I couldn't just say, okay, well, yeah, I'll do this, maybe I'll substitute teach. That for me, that wouldn't be enough for me because substitute teaching, you don't really get to know the kids. You don't form a bond with those kids. You're in that classroom and you go somewhere else. So for me, I wouldn't be okay with that. I would have to still be able to teach and do what I'm doing and him be okay with that. So I just couldn't do the passive income. I just couldn't do it. But that's just me personally. So.
No, and that's fair. Like you do whatever you love to do, but then the question is like, say for instance, if you and like your new husband, you guys have like another kid together, how we guys will balance that out? Will you be okay having a babysitter while you still teach, or?
For me, I would take the time off that I could, but I would go back into the classroom because I love it too much to just stop. I love it too much to just stay home for a year or two. I couldn't do it because work, when I go every day, that's my happy place. I love to go into the classroom. I love to interact with my kids. I love that I get to build relationships with them, and some of them, the relationship they have with me is better than what they have with what's going on at home. So for me, I couldn't just if whenever I get married, if another child were to come, if God chooses to bless me in that way, I couldn't just stay home for 2-3 years because I would miss being in the classroom too much.
Yeah.
So for me, like I said, for me, that's how I am. That might not necessarily be how it is for others, but for me, I just couldn't step away that long. I would miss it too much to be okay stepping away from it that long. So.
Or what about being a teacher? I'm sorry. What about being a teacher to your own children? Like maybe homeschool? Because like when we think about like the nuclear family, you think about what's best for your family first. Like you pretty much don't say like I because it's pretty much what you want, but it's supposed to be what's like best for your family. Whether it's putting whatever it is that you love on pause for the best of your family. I'm sorry. So like, have you ever thought about homeschooling? Or like, I'm sure during the pandemic you were doing class through Zoom, right?
And I mean, I was okay with it because that's what it had to be. But if I had my choice, I wouldn't have done that. Like, I mean, I was thankful I still had a job with distance learning, but I could tell that it was detrimental to so many kids, even to my own, because a lot of students need direct instruction. A lot of students sit in front of a screen and that's why you have kids that they benefit from homeschool and there's kids that don't. That's why you don't have all these kids doing it. I mean, I wouldn't mind homeschooling my own child, but I love being in the classroom. I love grading. I love giving out assignments. I love giving homework. I love building the relationship with these kids because a lot of these kids, the things they deal with at home, they feel safe in my class and they feel safe with me. And I have kids, I'm their favorite teacher. They may not like any of the other teachers at the school, but they love my class and I'm their favorite teacher. They asked to keep coming back to my class. I have kids that say that they wish they have a math teacher like me when they get to high school. So for me, I mean, homeschooling, yeah, that's great. But I mean, I kind of do that with my daughter anyway when I'm helping her with her homework and things like that. But I love being in the classroom too much to just go to homeschooling, because like I said, with distance learning, it
Oh, Tammy, you froze.
when it comes to teaching, I don't like a lot of teachers. I don't complain because this is how it is, and there's no use complaining about something that you can't change. And I love what I do. I mean, I just couldn't step away. So the person that I marry is going to be okay with me not stepping away for that extended amount of time, because that's what I'm passionate about. You know, I've only been in my own classroom for the last 3 years. Before that, I mean, I've had my own preschool at one point for a couple of years. I didn't like that. I liked it as far as working with kids, but having that whole where you're in charge of everything that comes with it is not for everybody. So, I mean, I've had that element. Where I worked before I'm at now, I felt more like a tutor than a teacher. And there is nothing like having your own classroom and building those relationships with those students, especially based on what they're dealing with at home. Women Emmy says, "Do I want more children?" I think small children is what drives women to. So, I don't know. I have a medical issue that it makes it a lot harder for me to have kids. If I get blessed to have another one, even if that were to happen, I would be home for the amount of time, and then I would probably have my daughter somewhere with somebody who I trusted. But I couldn't stay. I just couldn't stay out of the classroom for that extended amount of time. I mean, if I stayed out, maybe I'd stay out for maybe 2 years at the most. That's maybe a small maybe, but then I'd go back into the classroom, because I mean, I'm not at the point where I'm burnt out. I'm at the point where I still love it. It's still amazing. Every day is an amazing day. So I can't see myself stepping away from it for that extended amount of time. Like I said, this is just me. This is obviously not everybody. Not everybody feels that way. Me personally, I just can't. And for my husband to ask me to step away from that, you don't fully understand the passion that I have for it. Like if it's something that he cares that much about, I would never ask him to step away from that at all. I just wouldn't do that, because I'm just passionate about what I do, and I wouldn't expect him to ask me to step away. So, but yeah.
Got you. Let me answer the question real quick. You know, I think that if a man's gonna provide completely for the whole household, then guess what? That woman got to be completely submissive and cooperative. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be providing and breaking my back, breaking my body if you're not being submissive and cooperative. It's got to go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? If I'm paying all the bills, I'm doing all this stuff. You gotta be submissive and cooperative. You know what I mean? If that ain't what you're gonna bring to the table, then guess what? You're gonna be working too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how it's gonna roll. If I'm gonna do something, trust me, you're gonna be doing something too. You know what I mean? Because it's hand in hand. We work together. We a team. So if we're gonna be a team, everybody has their parts and has their function. That's one. Two, the main goal is to always work smarter, not harder. You know what I mean? That's I take that business model very seriously. You know what I mean? From the great Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? He always talks about working smarter, not harder. And my thing is that I'm trying to put myself in a position where I don't even have to really work like that really at all. You know what I mean? Where my money is working for me. You know what I'm saying? And I have enough businesses and things established where I can just sit back and chill. You know what I mean? Kick up. You know what I mean? Be on some black sands. You know what I mean? Go to Bahamas. Go to New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you go to Bahamas one time, you have Bahama Mama, man. You're gonna want another Bahama Mama. I'm telling you, it's a good drink. I'm telling you, I know. So I want to live that high class life. You know what I'm saying? And in order to do that, you know, I'm gonna put myself in a position where I can do that and have revenue coming in, where when I'm sleeping, money is still coming in. You know what I'm saying? And I think that should be the goal for everyone. You may not want to be a business owner. You may not want to be, you know, directly doing certain things, but we should all be trying to live that Mark Zuckerberg life. You know what I mean? That Jeff Bezos life, like for real, for real. That's what we should all be trying to achieve. And thank you, Farrell. Salute to you, brother, most definitely. So yeah, and that's how we should all try to live. You know what I mean? Because It makes no sense for us being here, and we can't really enjoy everything in life. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to enjoy everything if we are always at task. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because then you can't really enjoy all fabrics of life. You know, I want to be able to go on a cruise all the time. You know what I mean? Like the high value nurse. I want to be able to do that. And I'm trying to put myself in a position where I am able to do that. Soon come, you know, hard work pays off. You know what I mean? Hard work does pay off. Always believe that.
And can the church say amen to Mr. Hall Fame?
Thank you.
Mr. Hall, I wanna piggyback what you said because I think you was definitely spot on with that. Here's what I'm just gonna say, right? And I'll make it quick. I think like in order for people to even work smart, like you gotta get to a position where like you are working hard. Like people have this way of thinking that people who are working smart are lazy. I don't know why some people think that way. You know, no, you working 10 times as hard as like the average person because it takes a lot of work to even get to like where Jeff Bezos, where Elon Musk, and some of all these other like wealthy, well-to-do businessmen people are at. So I just wanted to kind of point that out there. But yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, working smart and not hard is a process. It's a process, people. It ain't easy.
Yeah,
it's a process. Trust me.
I'm trying to get that zero back again.
And for Japrice, when she was asking about like making a decision for the nuclear family, you can't think of you have to think of we. I understand what she was saying, but I think what Tammy was saying is like, even though she was saying the word I a lot, that still has to do with the nuclear family because so I was a stay-at-home mom, but I got depressed because you lose your identity when all you're doing is thinking about your husband and your kid. And it brought my self-esteem down. It brought my self-image down. And so I had to go and find something to be able to do outside of the home so that I could value what I had at home. So I had to leave and go to work. And when I'm at work, I'm on the phone with my husband because we don't have a babysitter. My husband watches my kids when I'm at work. So I'm on the phone with him, speaking to my kids, making sure they did what they had to do, making sure everything is good, even while I'm at work. And I miss home while I'm at work. And then when I come home, I think about work. So it being at work makes me value being at home, and being at home makes me value being at work. And for my family to be good, I have to be good. So I have to do what's best for me so that I can do what's best for my family.
I get it. Does it also help if you do like on call type of shifts?
That's absolutely what I do. I work for agency.
Okay.
I don't work for anybody. I pick up my shifts as I want. Like before we got on here, my husband was like, "Yeah, because I'm off tomorrow," and I was like, "I didn't know that." So when we hung up the phone, I went and I picked up a shift because I was like, "Oh, he off. I can work." So it's not like I'm working every day. When I'm at work, he's at home, and when he's at work, I'm at home.
Okay, all right, that's a good balance.
Yeah.
DJ Eddie, I know you had something you want to say.
He ran away.
No, he did not run
away.
No.
Okay. Sorry. No, I didn't run. Sorry. No, I listen. No, I have nothing to say. I've already said what I needed to say. But as far as me, I'm out every single day. If I wasn't on the stream, I would be doing other work. But I'm not going to do that today because I'm on stream today, which is a good thing. But I feel that every single day for any man, should go out there, especially and the ones in my complexion that looks like me, it's already harder for us, whether we looking for a job or out there trying to find a job on under the table. We have to go and work every single day. We cannot waste time. We cannot waste any more time. Saving money though is the key also. Saving money is the key, but always have that energy to ready to work, no matter how many hours it is. You have to be prepared. This is what men do. We work. Okay, we work without any complaints, as long as a woman is just like Mr. Hall of Fame said, submissive and cooperative. That's fine. You know, if she if she feel like she wants to work, that's fine. She can go on and work. You know, if she don't feel like she don't want to stay at home all the time, she want to have something to do. That's cool. But I'm going to still go out and work. You know, I'm going to still go out and work and do what it is that I need to do. I need to stay hungry for this. I feel like at one point, if I stop, I'm going to be lazy, and I don't want that. I have to keep this juice. I have to keep this energy. But that's all I got to say on that.
And fun fact too.
I feel you, bro. I feel you, but I'm trying to retire.
Yeah.
I'm trying to retire. I ain't trying to be out there too long. No.
But you know, fun fact is that even like the people who own the companies, they still come to work. You know, Elon Musk like said like he'd be working like almost like what 23 hours, like almost like a day. Well, at one point he was working like at least like 20 hours or 23 hours for like the full week. I'm sorry, each day for like a full week. But I mean that's because you just have that drive and that passion. You know, a lot of these dudes they rarely get any sleep at all. Period. But
yeah, well,
that's just
he
the drive
found
in them.
a passion. He found a passion
Yeah.
that was lucrative for him.
Mm-hmm.
When you find a passion that's lucrative for you, hell, you'll wake up at 6 a.m. and won't go back to sleep until 6 a.m. You'll do 24 hours quickly because it ain't work for you because you know what's gonna come with this. So he knew that he found something lucrative. Now, man, you don't think he on a jet somewhere chilling, drinking margaritas? Oh, you best believe he on a jet somewhere chilling, drinking a margarita.
Oh yeah,
most definitely.
In the bins.
Yeah, big body.
Big body.
And I'm for sure, like if First Lady Tammy, right, had the opportunity to work as a teacher, right, for like 24/7, she'll do it. You know, that's her passion.
Until
You
Mike
know,
with the big
you
body
probably
Benz.
won't see it on the
When the
stream
big body
anymore,
Benz
but
come, it's all over.
Yeah, what's that?
I said when the big body Benz come, it's all over. You say, hey, look, we're going to Puerto Rico right now, Black Sand. Let's go. Let's go. I got the money. You know what I mean? I done proved to you I'm a real man. We done been on a couple of dates. You see how I roll. You like me, I like you. It's
No,
already
actually believe
Let's
Tammy.
roll. She gone.
No, I think Tammy's a different breed, man. I kind of believe her. I ain't gonna lie.
She don't.
She might turn that down. I don't know.
No, she not. She already got caught saying that. I want a man with a Benz. I heard her say that a couple of times.
She does want that.
Like 40 shows back. 40 videos back. She said it.
With a Benz, because first of all, it's gonna sound
excuse me, my Benz, but money. There you go.
Yeah, if you
I wouldn't have a job.
No, I'm telling you what I'm saying. I'm telling you what you said like 40 videos ago. Look.
I can't hear what Tammy's saying. What you say, Tammy?
No, I'm saying he definitely has to have a job. That's without a doubt. Like you're not gonna get no. You have to have a job. That's without a doubt. But I mean, you come to me talking about we done been on a few days. Let's go to Puerto Rico. The hell no, we ain't going no damn Puerto
I'm
Rico.
talking if you like him,
I might like you,
and you like each other, you have a mutual liking. You want to be with him, he want to be with you. You know what I mean? You already made that clear. You know what I'm saying? Y'all together now, and he coming to a big financial thing. Y'all together. He say, "Yo, look, this is what we doing." You know what I'm saying? And you ain't like me in love. You gone. You gone, girl.
Wait.
You know what? If he's really the man for me, he's not gonna. If he's really the man for me, he's not gonna make me. He's not gonna ask me to make that kind of choice. If he's the husband for me, he's not gonna ask me to make that kind of choice, because if he is, he's gonna understand how passionate I am about what I do. So, if he's really the husband for me, he's not gonna say something like that.
No,
listen,
okay.
We just wanted to be together.
Okay,
I love
so I have a question,
I work any hours as a tech at any point, and my spouse will tell you that I've done work from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning. I have to get up again at 8. I've done it all as a tech. But let me tell you something. If I hit that Powerball, I throw the computers away.
No, you know what?
Okay, so
you guys asked this question before, though. You guys asked this question before, and I said that even if I hit the lottery, because y'all said, would you just stop working? And I said I wouldn't. I said even if I hit the lottery, I would go build my own school and work in my own school. I would still be teaching. Because you have to think that I've been trying to be a teacher since I got out of high school. I've only had my own classroom for the last 3 years. I've been wanting to have my own classroom since I was 5 years old. So
And
for
what
me,
about being a principal? Will you accept being
I
a
wouldn't be.
principal?
I wouldn't be a principal because I'm taken out of the classroom, and I mean I'm not going to be able to build those close relationships with those students. Like I have students that I can have for 3 years in a row. I have kids that when they find out the next year that they're they're in my class, they get excited to know that they're in my class again. So my thing is, being a principal, you're taken out of the classroom. You don't get to teach. You're managing like all these kids and all these teachers. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be taken out of the classroom. I love being in the classroom too much. So even if I hit the Powerball, yeah, I'd be excited, but I guarantee you I would use that money to build my own school, and I would teach in my own school. I still would not step out of it just because, like I said, I love it too much. And to step away from that,
location.
I couldn't do it.
Okay, well, just quick question, right? Now, okay, location-wise, right? Like, let's say, for instance, you find a person, right? You know, maybe like Drake status or whatever, right? And I'm not talking about, you know, like making you choose from being a teacher and just giving you a career. But I'm saying like going to like a fixed location where the job is requiring for both of you guys, well, for him to move, which will require for you to move to like a different state or whatever. Will you be okay like still like moving to different locations even and still being a teacher? Like, let's say you go to a different state.
Because I'm still able to teach. As long as I'm still able to, that's why I love the degree that I have a master's degree in education and a second master's degree in special education. Like I can go.
You got a multi-subject credential too, right?
No, I don't have multi-subject because then that's a separate credential from what I have. But I can teach in any state. I mean, I could probably go to another country. I'm not sure. I would investigate that because I wouldn't mind teaching overseas. But as long as I'm still able to teach, if I get married to my husband and he decides he wants us to move because his job moves into a different location, I'm still going to be able to teach. So that doesn't take me out of the classroom. It just puts me in a different classroom. And I don't believe in coincidences. I believe everything happens for a reason. So if that happens, it's because my time at the school that I'm at is done for now, and now I need to move on to where I can be. I can be better wherever I'm going to, but I'm still going to be in the classroom.
Listen,
the location doesn't matter because I'll still be in the classroom.
If you're able to experience that high life, I'm telling you, you eating that filet mignon, you ain't going back to Hamburger Help you. I'm telling you, you ain't going back to Hamburger.
So that's different from teaching though.
So let's say this is something you've been wanting to do since you were young.
I'm saying when you've
been trying to do it,
it will change you.
No, that's the thing. It doesn't change. But it doesn't change everybody. It doesn't change everybody.
Wait, guys, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys.
It doesn't change everybody.
Yeah. Well, sorry, Terry. Wait, hold on, guys. Sorry to interrupt. We are at the 2-hour mark, right? Hold on, chat. I'll let you guys answer the number 4 question, but I feel like I want to answer the number 4. Sorry, not answer. I want to ask the number 5 question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's try not to get off the topic, but it's still interesting, you know.
You're having fun.
Yeah, well, you know, we're all having fun. Like this is, to me, I feel like this is like one of like the most like natural live streams as far as like in the news section. So keep it up, y'all. You know. But anyways, number 5. Well, final question: if a couple is not married, but she has helped him become successful and he passes away, you know, rest in peace to DMX. Should she be entitled to some of what he has, even if there's no will involved? Like the people will. And access and attention. I'm gonna get my degree in film. Okay.
Ooh, I mean, oh man.
You need me to highlight this again?
Nah, I know what it says, brother. I'm flowing. I'm here.
Okay.
Man, she helped with the success. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I always say that, you know, if I hit the lotto or if I got some big, you know, financial thing, which I will have, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely giving my spouse half. Most definitely. Off top. Whether we in a good or a bad place, it don't even matter. I'm definitely giving her half because she earned that.
Oh, this is not even a spouse. This is
This
like
is
if you're
if
not
you're not
even married.
If you're not married to the person,
Yeah. See. Let me go and highlight again.
yeah,
If a couple is not married,
she still
Yeah.
she still deserves it because she helped you.
I
You know what
agree.
I'm saying? If you put the work in, you know, as my old principal used to say, if you do nothing, you get nothing. If you do something, you get something. So yeah, she definitely deserves that. So if she put in half that work, she deserves half, whether they married or not. You know what I mean? That's just integrity. That's all that is. That's just integrity. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't give her half. You know, I'll give her some. I wouldn't give her half though. I'll give some of the other stuff if I got children. You know, if you know, I will give it to my children if they, you know, let's just say that they were kids, not when they're grown as children. No, I'm talking about when they're kids. If these kids is like 6 or 7 years old, they hasn't even reached to the level of their 20s and stuff yet. Yeah, I'll give my kids half that money too.
Okay. What do you guys? What do you ladies think about? Actually, Queen, what do you think about DJ Eddie's statement? Like he won't give her half, but he'll give her some, but divide to the kids.
Well, I think it depends. I mean, I like that statement because you're going to take care of your offspring. But if there's no kids and the person helped you, and there's no will, I think unfortunately you should have a will and you should have it in whatever business you did that you guys are
Yeah.
together doing it.
Yep.
Because when family get involved, it's a wrap.
Right.
Yeah. They're
So
gonna be like, look, I
yeah, I
didn't do
mean,
anything for it,
I
but I'm
agree.
taking
I
it.
think it just depends, and if the person put in the work,
Mm-hmm.
what are you going to do with it? You dead.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Danielle, Sip of Dee. What's your thoughts?
I think Danielle had to step away for a moment.
Oh, okay. My bad. Okay.
Tammy.
Tammy.
Um,
Damn it!
I mean, if she helped him to be successful, I feel like she deserves to get some of what he has because of the fact that she helped him get to where he was. So, I mean, to not give her anything, I feel like is a slap in the face, especially if you came from nothing. And when y'all got together, all of a sudden you reached to a level that you've never been to before. I definitely think she deserves to get something. But I also agree with Eddie King. Like, if you have kids, you definitely want to give to your kids to make sure that they are taken care of. But yeah, I definitely think she should. I mean, even if there's no will involved, if it's evident, if there's a company that both you got, you built from the ground up, and she was helping run the company, absolutely. But as Queen says, a will should be put in place anyway. When y'all start getting, even before you start, when you have a business and you start building your business, I feel like a will should get developed at the very beginning of that, because anything can happen. Tomorrow's not promised, so anything can happen where next thing you know, somebody's gone, and then because there's no will, then it goes to whoever. So I definitely think will should be absolutely done as early as they can be. Even if y'all not running a business, I mean, you need to have a will in place. Like I said, tomorrow's not promised to anybody. But yeah, if she helped you to get to where you could have never gotten to or would have never gotten to on your own, yeah, she definitely deserves something, without a doubt. So yeah, I definitely think so.
Okay. Welcome back, Danielle. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, that's my.
Very short.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I think it's really sad when I saw that was happening to DMX's significant other, and I'm like, they didn't have no kid.
No, they had no. Wait, no, they did have kids, right?
I know DMX got kids.
He got kids.
I don't know if they got kids together though.
I know he got kids, but with her.
I feel like he did. You know what? Man, we have to look that up. I don't know.
Well, however, I thought it was very sad, and I had posted about that on my Facebook. I said, he should have been more responsible, to to just leave like that. If you don't want to marry her, that's fine. But if you're gonna live life with her, then you should definitely have something set up to make sure that she is okay. Especially if what y'all saying, she helped him, get himself together. 19 kids.
Woo! Is that true?
Yeah.
I'm about to look that up. 19 kids.
19.
Man, let's see.
Look, I'm like, well, in that case, I don't know if DMS's money gonna stretch that far. Cause
man, see, I gotta do like a Google search now.
Right. Right. He ain't got Diddy money to be taking care of 19
said he got 6 kids.
Oh, okay.
Where did he get 19 from?
I don't know, but baby, I was collapsed.
1, 2, 3. Wait, okay. Why is it saying 4? Hold on.
It says 6.
But hold on. DMX relationship. DMX was the father of.
Okay, so hold on, you guys. So it says DMX was the father of 15 children from 9 different women. Ooh. He married his childhood friend in 1999. They were married for 11 years. They have 4 children together. Let's see, and then let me look at what else it says. That's a lot of damn kids.
Yes, it is.
Oh, let's see.
It says 6 kids though. How many kids DMX have? And it came up with 6.
Okay, so it says DMX was the father of 15 children from 9 different women. He married his childhood friend, and they were married for 11 years. They have 4 children together. Let's see, they remained friends. So then he had extramarital affairs during his marriage, some of which produced children. He had a daughter born in 2002 and another one born in 2012. Let's see.
That's 5. That's 5 so far.
Wait, X was moving out here.
That's 5.
It says he also fathered a child in 2008 and fathered 2 children with an ex-girlfriend in 2009. And then in 2011, he had another daughter that was named after a close friend. His 15th child, Exodus, was born to his fiance in 2016.
So the woman that we're talking about has a child.
So listen.
Are you reading this comment real quick?
Now listen.
Now DMX has 21 so far. First you said he has 19. Now you're saying he has 21 so far.
It says he has 6 kids. That's what it says. So unless Google is lying, because everybody like to listen to Google all the time. This is exactly my point when it comes to Google. Google does not tell you everything. If Google is lying, but it says 6.
Okay, so I'm reading something in the same thing that says he has 15 from 9 different women.
What website is that?
Wikipedia.
So I looked it up online.
What is that?
Wikipedia.
So hold on one second. I'm gonna write some stuff down. Hold on, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what the kids' names are, and how many he got. So hold on one second.
Oh, okay.
It said Wikipedia at the top of where she was at.
So let me see where
That's where I'm on right
That's why
now.
I said like early life and all of that.
Father, 15 different children from 9 different. I'm sorry, 15 children from 9 different women.
Yeah, I'm seeing this all over the internet. He got 15 kids, man.
But they said they have 4 together, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in July 2010, after his first 3 incarcerations that year, a separation of friends, and then he produced more children, which then that's 5. Hold on. And then, but where's 6, 7, 8?
She said she about to read it off for us, but I was just asking about that last woman, and the last woman, her son is named Exodus, and that was the name of his last album. So I mean,
what's the name of it?
His last album is called Exodus, and that's the name of his last, and that's also the name of his last child that he just had with the woman that was with him when he passed away.
Okay.
And I think that's like I said. See, that's even more sad that you got a baby by this woman, and you're not even here no more. And now the money left in probate because all these people got to come after your estate. Like, why have money if you're not gonna be responsible to put something down on paper?
That, and then he also owed money, a lot of money as well too. So
Yeah, he did.
yeah.
Okay,
So
so
that
okay,
didn't really
so
help.
what I wrote. So he had 4 by someone named Tashira. He had 2 with somebody named Patricia. He has a daughter named Monique. He had another one in 2008. He had 2 with someone named Yadira. He had 1 in 2011. He has a daughter named Aaliyah, and then his last one was in 2016. So that's 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 13.
14. But we're okay. What's
So
the?
13 kids.
So
She
I
said
mean,
14.
13 is
14
13 is too damn many. That's all I got to say. 13 is too damn many.
Wait,
No, I'm not.
what document?
I don't have to. I'm not fit to look at no documentary. No, I don't have. I don't have to do all that. Thank you, though, but no.
Oh, and Bloom and Ebony, she said
13.
how many different mothers? I think it was like what, 9?
Yes.
9 different mothers. Yeah.
Yeah.
9 different mothers.
It says.
That's
It also says an article through. I think this is Hollywood Life. It says. Hold on. I'll tell you. Yeah, Hollywood Life. It says that.
Papa Rosa.
So he has 13 kids, not 19. Okay.
It says that. It says. Further information on DMX's other children who are not named on the list has yet to be shared publicly. So they haven't even shared publicly all his kids yet. Because I guess he didn't want some of them in the spotlight or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the man got 15 seeds, man. You know, and yeah, DMX doing his thing.
13.
No, he just said it. Other kids, they did the names is just
it's other kids. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 2 more kids. There's 2 more kids.
Yeah, and the names are just not public.
2 more kids. Okay.
So documentary.
So more kids, that will be 15.
Oh, and then he said that in the documentary, DMX himself said that he has 19 kids.
DMX said that?
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, but where do you get it? He has 21 so far. Access Entertainment. That was the part that threw me off.
Well, so maybe he's saying that the documentary happened and then he had more kids after.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, we just know he got a lot. That's all we know. He got a lot.
Yeah.
That boy got a football field.
I don't know. Well, that's just even more of a reason to have a will, because that's a lot of people to be fighting in court for money.
It's not really. I mean, it's a lot. It is a lot of people with more kids than that, though. But as far as DMX being from New York, from where he's from, it's not a lot of people that got that many kids. That's from the streets.
Yeah.
19. Woo.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine being one of them women. You know, men be talking about all the time that if he ain't had no kids, he couldn't date a woman that got kids. Whether I got kids or not, if you got 6 kids, we can't be together.
Well, you know, DMX probably didn't know. Actually, you know, he was, you know, of course, man with that type of money going around having sex with a lot of women, he probably didn't know that he did have it, because he was, he was on drugs at the time, and he probably didn't realize it. He probably didn't know. And he probably forgot that he even had sex with a woman when you on that type of drug. Not saying that he was on that before he passed, but I'm just saying he was at the time. Yeah. So he probably didn't know.
Yeah, that's why a lot. That's a lot of kids.
A lot of kids.
Yeah.
I wonder if he didn't have a will, I wonder if he had like now see, that's what she should have did. If I'm not in your will, then I got to be responsible at least for myself and get some life insurance on your butt. So even when you passed away, y'all can go and fight over that in probate, and I'm gonna go ahead and cash in this however much money you feel.
Okay. Access Entertainment. Okay. What's the name of the documentary for DMX?
I saw it on TV. It was on TV. I forgot what the name of the documentary was, but I saw it on TV. It was a documentary about DMX. It was at his funeral, and the guy who was talking about DMX said that he has a total of 19 kids, and then when I said that he has a total of 21, I was actually counting after what Tammy had said about the 19 plus the other 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I was counting from what Tammy was saying.
Did DMX say he had 19, or did the guy at the funeral say he had 19?
It was the guy it wasn't DMX that said it. It was the guy that was doing the documentary about DMX.
Oh, because you said that DMX said it himself, right?
I'm sorry, my fault, Eddie.
That's what you said.
I'll say the documentary said
tell that little boy to go to bed.
Okay.
He's gonna tell it.
That's a lot.
No, but even though I tell my wife, I'm like, I want one more child, but to look deeper into that, to having one more child, I'm like, you know what? I'm comfortable with what I have right now because our finances says no.
How many kids you got?
One. I just got one. Exactly. I just got one in. I'm like kids. No, but honestly, I'm like, no, because honestly, if I was to have 2 or 3, I don't know if I would be able to do Access Entertainment. I don't know if I'll be able to do my photo shoots and my film shoots.
You should absolutely be financially responsible. That's smart. It's just that when you said it, I just thought you had more than one kid.
No. Punch. I'm going to more than Black Panther. Punch.
So I just want to make it clear that the guy said that on the documentary, not DMX.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So DMX.
Next time we talk, the next time we talk, I will find more information about that next time we talk.
Okay. So listen. So now y'all, Google said that he has 6. So what do we believe, the people or the Google?
Well, Wikipedia said he had 15 by 9 different women.
Right. So you see. Sorry. But anyway, yes. That was me. Somebody was calling me. So what I was trying to explain, like maybe 20 videos back about Google. Google doesn't really have all the information. You know, for example, what was that? What was that topic we was talking about? With Dr. Umar Johnson. Yeah, you remember that topic, right, Tammy? About
I think she's talking to her baby.
No, she we can't hear her.
Yes,
Tammy,
I think she's talking to her baby.
No, she on mute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
About I think Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar Johnson said something about learning disability or something like that. Was it a learning disability?
Wait, you said he has a learning disability?
No, he said I think he said kids have learning disability or something like that. What did he say, Tim?
Let me think. He said that school districts were doing testing kids for special ed and telling their parents that they have a reading disability.
Reading disability. There we go. And I had a book, a dictionary that says reading disability in it. So when you look up at Google, they won't show you every single thing. They won't show you everything. But in the dictionary that I have, it shows reading disability in it. So that's what I was trying to prove to y'all, before y'all get into the Google. When y'all say Google says this and that, Google don't have everything. See? Boom.
Wait. Way back then, right?
Yeah.
So you do know how to work in special ed, right?
Excuse me?
Wait.
No, listen. No, I'm just saying that in my dictionary, and this other dictionary too that will show you reading disability. It will show you that. No, I'm just telling. Listen. No. I'm just telling you. What there are dictionary books, including mine, that says reading disability. It has that in there. And so on Google, it does not show everything on Google. It don't show everything.
Okay.
That's all I was trying to. That's the only thing I was trying to clear up.
Is that Google is not reliable.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So I'm going to have to wrap it up because we're already getting close to like the 2 hours and like almost like 30 minutes. But since everybody's here, I want. Where the hell did Clinton go?
He probably taking a dump. No.
This boy right here. That looks like the best.
Yeah, I just want to say, we going on the 2 hour and 30-minute mark. I know, M3, you got to probably wrap it up, maybe.
I do, unfortunately. But, no, I mean, I'm going to say it like this, right? This was a hell of a good show. And, this is a hell of a good show. Oh, this nigga is in the bathroom.
Oh my goodness. Oh. All right, listen. Okay. I want to thank everybody for coming. Everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat. Thank you for coming. We had a nice time. I had a nice time. I want to say thanks to M3. Matter of fact, go ahead, Mario. You go ahead. You start the.
Yeah, I'm gonna highlight you right now. Like since you're talking, right? Let's go ahead and shout outs to DJ Eddie King, right? The music coordinator.
Yeah. But listen, let me go ahead and say this up there. I want to say everybody, thank you for joining the show. Everybody in the comment section, thank you for you guys showing up and showing us love. Please like and subscribe to the Knowledge and Relationship, and also please like and subscribe to DJ Eddie King on YouTube, DJ Eddie King on Instagram, Eddie F King on Facebook, and I also want to say, shout out to M3, shout out to Mr. Hall of Fame, shout out to First Lady Tammy, shout out to Danielle, shout out to CJ, man. Big shout out to CJ, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Kris, Access Entertainment. Shout out to Bloom and Ebony. Shout out to all y'all, man. Boom.
Hey, Eddie, you do an interview, bro.
Yeah. All right, Kris. Hey, pay attention, boy. All right, come on. Go ahead and show yourself your stuff out.
Are you done with some? Yo, what's up, this your boy, Mr. Quentin, Access Entertainment. You can catch me every 2 months on YouTube. We just wrapped our 15th episode for season 2 of Access Entertainment. Hopefully we can get Mr. DJ Eddie King in our show. And we got more actors, writers, producers for you. Stay tuned for more Access Entertainment. Holla.
Yeah, and stay tuned for this Thursday. We will be interviewing him and Pharaoh. Let's go ahead and
Sip Of Dee.
Yo, I can imagine her like having like a tea bottle and just like sipping it.
My name Danielle. You can find me on YouTube on the Sip of Dee, on Instagram, Fly Nurse Mom Wife. Here on Knowledge and Relationships on Saturdays on the women's panel. I'm DJ Eddie King gotta do a live so we could just do a show going chip. Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed you guys tonight. And DJ Eddie King. So I've been wanting to say it, but every time I'm on this thing, it slips my mind. But do you watch Growing Up Hip Hop? You remind me of Eazy-E's son that's on there.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
No, I don't watch it. I can start watching it. Okay.
Y'all remind me.
I would definitely check it out. For sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight Queen Forever 2K21.
Hello. You can find me on Instagram at Queen Forever 2K21. You can find me on the awesome Knowledge and Relationships platform, Ladies Night Saturday. Woo woo. And that's
it.
Hey, Eddie, do it. Brr, do it. There
you go.
Yeah. And so we have like Thank You Queen, and then we also have the lady with many different names. We'll get that compilation like coming out, man. So
Well. I'm First Lady Tammy, of course. I'm the host of the lovely and amazing Ladies Night stream on Saturdays. You can find me here on Mondays and Thursdays discussing these lovely, lovely topics, and also talking about how amazing teaching is, because it's so amazing. And I'm also doing my Cryo Slim journey. I need to send a new episode, so that'll be done today, so you guys can see that. And Instagram, First Lady Tammy 916. So those are all the places you can find me. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe to Knowledge and Relationships. so you don't miss not one thing that we do, because everything we do is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tammy.
Yeah.
Teacher Tammy, CrossFit Tammy, all Tammys.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead, Mr. Hall of Fame.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell from Mr. Hall of Fame. Ring the bell. Ring that bell. Ring that bell.
Oh, no, it's not a bell, it's a horn.
Yeah, ring it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Listen, man. Number one, thank you all for being a part of the Knowledge and Relationship Experience. Thank the whole panel. Thank everybody on the panel. Danielle, Queen, First Lady Tammy, DJ Eddie King, DJ Eddie F. King. Remember,
Yes.
DJ Eddie F. King Fridays are coming soon, y'all.
Yeah.
Look out for that. His interview's coming soon too. We're gonna be interviewing him on his birthday, man. And we're gonna be be telling y'all about music, about his journey, about everything. Just what inspires him to be at his best. So that's coming soon. We got a lot of different things coming soon for y'all. Shout out to First Lady Tammy, the many faces of Tammy, yeah. You know what I mean? And shout out to M3, most definitely. I'm gonna just end it like this. I'm just end it like this real quick. Listen, you know, you can't hear me?
Yeah, of course we hear you.
Okay. I'm gonna just say it like this, man. Look, I love Dr. Dre. I love all the brothers in the media and the spotlight. I love you all. But listen, as Black people, we gotta stay 10-toe down, 10 hands up. Protect yourself, protect your image at all times. Be mindful of everything that's going around you, so you don't have any scandals or anybody saying nothing bad about you. You know what I mean? Keep your mind right, keep your paper tight, and watch who you stay with, and definitely watch who you lay with.
Shit.
Man. Say y'all, love y'all. We'll be back for y'all. We got mad content coming for y'all this week. Y'all don't even know.
Another one.
Yes, that's right. And so,
Another one.
this is your boy, as always.
M3.
M3. Thank you for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships. Don't make me laugh, right? Thank you for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships. And so, I want to give like a couple of like shout outs. First, like, as always,
Miss Three.
shout outs to
Miss 3, M3, Miss M3.
Mrs. M3. Yes,
Yeah.
shout outs to Mrs. M3. First of all, I was gonna say that, all right? I didn't forget. All right.
Yes,
Shout
I
outs
feel like you
shout
did.
outs to the unicorn. Yeah. Shout outs to Loretta Misfit. You forgot to shout her out earlier, but I remember. And then shout outs to, the high value nurse, of course. Shout outs to Marcus Luton. Don't know who he is, but I think he was new. Shout outs to the King Gene. Also, shout outs to Pharaoh. And shout outs to Quentin's son that just keep talking, right?
Sorry, my fault. That's my
mute. Okay, so.
Shout out to me, little man, keep doing your thing. Yeah, baby.
Man, we have so many people in the chat, man. Like, I just want to say, like, definitely giving my appreciation for all this chat and all this clutter up. So, thank you guys so much. Stay tuned for the interview with Access Entertainment with Quentin Harris and Pharaoh. We'll be interviewing them, Knowledge and Relationships with Access Entertainment. And also, right, tomorrow, I will be having an interview with one of my longtime friends from 8 years ago. We did Marlon and After School back then. So, gotta raise the youth up and give them a good old highlight. But anyways, though, I'm talking too much. So let me make sure I get my mind right. And before any of you busters, right, join up in this live stream, make sure that you get your mind right.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. With that being said, right? Black. With that
and it was a DMX.
No, you're not doing it right. Get your mind right, Quentin. Get your mind right.
Come on, you know what? You know my mind's been gone for quite some time now.
I see. Yeah, good night.
How do you know? As long as you.